Hey, what's poppin', everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with a level live stream. What's happening? What's happening? Hold on, I'm trying to get some things set up here. I see y'all rolling in already. Grand Rising. Hold on, let me pull this up. All right, there's a couple scriptures I'm trying to prepare here. This one's right off the cuff. This is the one in particular. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Fear God and keep his commandments. Hear the whole matter of the situation. You know, I'm one of these guys that fear the Most High. I truly do. And I don't like to be in error. It really irks me. It irritates my soul. I don't have peace if I'm not thorough with the word. And this is something that I noticed over the years. Like, if I'm in a place of restlessness and I'm not quite understanding the whole circumstance that's going on, and that's problematic. And I watched one of Ringo's videos, and he was talking about the brother he didn't listen to my videos. And he's right. This is the extent of what I listen to. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 voice memos, and that was it. And mind you, it was like maybe 50 of them, and I'm going to listen to them live for the first time. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I want to be fair. I want to be balanced. I want to test my own spirit. And I want to bring it out there. And I'm not entertaining all that stuff about somebody crying. I honestly spoke from the heart. And the brother said I seem hurt and angry. He's right. All of those emotions was there because I didn't comprehend. I didn't understand or comprehend why this brother is so upset when I feel as if all I did was help him. And there's been a lot of people in my life that I've helped and supported in real life who end up doing me dirt. And it really pisses me off. And I'm mad enough to say that, I need to control my temper. That's something that I battle over the years. And that's not with, that's just mostly with situations where I feel like I was done wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that usually is a situation with a brother. I don't act that way towards the ladies or nothing like that. Not towards the sisters or nothing like that. But when I feel like a brother that I got skin in the game with, meaning I help out in any way, is doing something wrong, I'm gonna have an issue with that. But here's the other issue. I didn't hear the whole conclusion, and that's bothering me. It's bothering me because I don't even know what this brother's gripe is, but he knows what my gripe is based on my video. And but the person says 50 voice memos, some girly girl-ish. I'm not saying that. And Double D, I don't agree with that sentiment. I just think at the time these voice memos was sent, there was a lot of work that was done, and man, I just didn't expect these voice memos, so it caught me off guard. Some Gino says some people say you were in your emotions, but I think you were genuinely hurt, man. That no, I'm genuinely hurt in the situation, and I was fussing, I was yelling, I was cussing, I was very angry about the messages to begin with, and I made it known in the video, bro. I was offended by these messages. The first, what is it? One, two, three, four, five, six. First six messages were offensive, and I responded according to how I thought I should without lashing out with anger. And what I thought I was doing was stopping wrath at that moment. My mentality was like, you know what? I'm not gonna, rage out or nothing like that. I'm just gonna send him thus amount of dollars back. For those who are unaware, the cat's already out the bag. It's already public. Um, I helped brother Ringo move from New York to North Carolina. There was a misunderstanding when it comes to what I thought the payment was, because there was a payment mentioned. And I guess there was a misunderstanding between that. I did not like what the first 4 or 5 voice memos said. And I pretty much sent the brother a cash app giving some of the money back. And that was my response. I didn't carry it on social media until now, because the brother been pretty much making videos about me. And I felt like the videos were worse than just talking about what happened, because it left room for people to be speculatory. It left room for people to be just downright caught up in the oohs and the ahs, and it's designed to create distrust. That's the way I seen it. Like, what are you trying to do? Make people distrust the material or distrust what I'm saying? And I don't think that was warranted or merited, because we had a personal issue. So now I want to hear the whole conclusion of the matter, and I'm gonna be as fair as possible. I haven't. Somebody said I believe New Breed was not disrespectful. I don't believe that I disrespected the brother either, but I haven't heard what he had found to be disrespectful, because I find these messages at the very beginning to be disrespectful to me, and that's why I just sent them money back and kept it moving. So what I will be doing is really tapping in and seeing what's going on here. And I will say this too: the things that I believe that he's at fault at, I'm gonna mention that as well. And I'm gonna try my best to go right down the middle in this situation. Matthew 18:15 says, moreover, if thy brother trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. That means if I'm hearing what the brother got to say, he gained the brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take it. It says, take thee 1 or 2 more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. We did have mutual brothers, mutual people that he could have went to. There's mutual people that he could have went to in that situation, and he did not do that. Yes, I am taking responsibility right now that I did not listen to the voice memos because I was offended. But that shouldn't have stopped him from going to get another witness. And no matter how he slice it, that's Bible. He should have went to the other brother and say, you know what? Let's chop it up. What's going on with Breed? What's happening? But in terms he threw brother Uwitazar under the bus, and I don't understand that. All Uwitazar did was mind his business. And it doesn't make sense. But what I'm going to do, because I want to be thorough, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, I am going to hear the conclusion of the matter. And you notice I put this on my small channel. I did this at an hour. I did this at an hour that most people probably won't catch it. But y'all catch the playback tomorrow. I know it. Because it's not about like clicks, likes, and views. I just want to put this out there in the atmosphere to show what type of spirit I'm operating in. Like, listen, man, and this ain't about damage control. It's not about none of that. Because I have a very loyal subscriber, fan base, following, whatever you want to call it, because they like what I do. And I'm going to always be able to do what I do. My support system is great. And a lot of people are rocking with me in this situation. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the people who rock with me. But here's the thing. I'm not okay if I've done something in error. I'm not okay if I'm wrong in any way, shape, or form, because that's the last thing I want to do is be on here misrepresenting. I'm out here hooping and holler, yelling and shouting, and I don't even know what the brother had to say to me. All I know is, from my perspective, there was a lot of issues with communication in regards to how things should have been done. And I believe that it is better for me personally to have phone conversations than voice memos or even text messages. And that could be just a me thing. This can be a me thing, but I don't know. I don't know if my attention span doesn't catch on. I forget some things or whatever the case is through these voice memos. But it's easier for me to communicate on the phone because you can hear the tone of a person's voice. You can understand where they're coming from and so forth. But anyway, I don't want to be long-winded. The person said he's claimed he's making a movie about you. That's cool. I mean, I personally don't think that is that serious. I think this is a misunderstanding. Again, this ain't no damage control. This ain't being fearful. This ain't waving a white flag. Oh, New Breed don't want smoke and he don't want this and he don't. Listen, I know people want to see drama. They want to see a whole bunch of nonsense going on. I get it. This is social media. My issue is if I find myself not at peace in a situation, that means I missed something. That means I missed a detail here. That means that I haven't thoroughly seen the whole matter of the equation like the scriptures tell you to do. And I'm not perfect. And I'm not one of these guys that's just full of pride and ego. That's not how I am. And sometimes, it may take other things that happen to get my attention on stuff like this. And I'm constantly evaluating myself. I would not be the man I am today if I didn't evaluate my faults, and I'm going to be fair. And I want you, listen, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to be fair. I want you to hear the gripe. I want you to hear my response, weigh it down the middle, and be fair. Because that's what I intend on doing. This is not about clicks, likes, views, none of it. I'm not even going to monetize this video because I just want to put this in the airways. I want this in the atmosphere because this is a personal situation that, in my opinion, went too far. And it is what it is. Somebody says, Breed, that many voice messages without reply is excessive. You should have stopped after the first 3. If he wanted to talk, he would have tried to set up a time where y'all could call on a video call. I mean, this the way the brother has always pretty much communicated for the most part, and it has not been easy doing certain things like that. Meaning, if there's business to take care of, the voice memo thing can be a bit, I don't know, it just doesn't work, right? And I think the voice memo thing is problematic, in my opinion. Um, and I'm explaining how I felt in this situation. I felt like the brother was talking at me instead of talking to me, not talking down on me like he said in the video. He said I was talking down on him. That's not what I'm saying. Talking at someone and talking to them is two different things. In a voice memo, you can talk at a person because, hold on. Somebody said, have you played the voice notes? Yeah, I'm about to play them. Hold up. Let me see. Now, I was just showing y'all that screen. Yeah, life with the Jones family. I believe that he tried to son you. Yeah, I mean, if you have an issue, but how do I word this, right? Because I want to be very solution based with what I'm saying. Um, mm, I just felt like there was a lot of accusation going on and a lot of assumption going on. Job says, self introspecting always, New Breed. I will always pray for the brother New Breed to change his ways towards mental clarity, humility, bearing false witness. What do you mean? Change his ways towards bearing false witness? I don't understand what you're saying. I ain't bearing false witness. Someone said, I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. Wish we could agree to disagree and move on, even be on each other's shows and understand we're not perfect. Yeah, and I understand I ain't perfect at all, man. I'm still a work in progress. And the moment I start thinking that nobody can't tell me nothing or point out something or whatever the case, that's the moment where my downfall comes. And that's the moment where the Most High is really going to deal with me. See, listen, I've been through a lot of correction in my life. And I want to know why I'm so upset in this situation. Because if I haven't heard the whole matter, I'm simply mad at the fact that I was being accused of something that I didn't do. And that's where the offense came in. And I'm going to just go to the voice memos. And we're just going to go from there. And like I said, this is not about like damage control or being fearful or any of that, because I'm going to do me anyway. And pretty much my audience on my big platform, they don't want to hear about this no more. The truth of the matter is I'm dealing with this because I want to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling with the Most High. And anybody should be able to respect that, especially if I haven't heard the whole matter. So the first 5 I have heard, I don't know why it looks like this on the computer where you can't really see that is what's been listened to. So I'm just going to start from the top and I'll let y'all know at the point where I was like, all right, I don't want to hear this no more. All right, let's go.
Transparency is key to everything in life. The text messages that you sent last night was very, very disappointing, I must say. My wife is disappointed. I'm disappointed. And I want you to take the time to listen to all of these messages, every last one of them. I want you to take the time, think about these messages, play these messages back to really understand the situation at hand. Because I pretty much lost faith in society. I really did. I originally thought that when you came down here as a brother to support, to help. And now I see it turned into a situation about money.
Now, off the break, I was thrown away with that because, again, the brother in previous voice memos, which I would have to literally scour and search because the brother sends a lot of voice memos. But he said, instead of giving the moving company money, I would rather pay a brother. This is what was said to me. And so, off of this message alone, I didn't understand why he said it was about money. When I figured, like, you were going to give something anyway. Right. So I'm just explaining where I'm coming from. And I'm going to share the message that he said was so damning and so evil. And it offended. And I was just thrown away with what he was saying. I'm like, what? The message was on June 1st. It says, I'm going to read the message. I'm going to read the message. B Don says, you humble breed, what attracted to your platform to begin with? Your first mile was misunderstanding. Think this is as simple as what it is. Only thing the other party has to see is the same. Love, bro. Yeah, and that's what I would think, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna read the message because it is what it is. It says, hey fam, I appreciate what you were able to give for the trip, but a part of our travel expenses is the car rental and the room. The plane ticket would have been $1,000 to get back to GA. So we got that down to $672. The room $200. The rental was $382, and the gas will cost like $90. This amount for labor is cool, but that turns a little into under $400 after adding the travel expenses. I know you got a lot going on, not trying to add stress to the situation. So when or if you see fit to reimburse for the travel, it will be appreciated. And we could have went without getting a room tonight, but we were exhausted. That's what I said. That's what I said. That was the message. And this is what his response was.
Transparency is key to everything in life.
Was I not transparent?
The text messages that you sent last night was very, very disappointing, I must say. My wife is disappointed. I'm disappointed. And I want you to take the time to listen to all of these messages, every last one of them.
And that's what I had a problem with. Someone said your volume is somewhat low. You cannot hear? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear. Come on now, let me know, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear. Okay, thank y'all. So, again, I didn't understand this message. And did I come up there to help as a brother? Absolutely. But clearly there was a misunderstanding where I thought there was going to be a payment because it was a lot of work. And yes, he still sent some of a payment. But to move the brother from, I want y'all to hear this, to help move the brother from New York to North Carolina to get around $400 for all that work, I just thought it was preposterous. Because after what was spent on travel, it was a little bit around $400. And I wasn't expecting that amount. And that's just based, and let me tell you what that's based on. It's based on what we had to do to travel to get back. But again, I'm gonna listen to all the voice memos. I think the brother said that I was speeding and got some tickets he had to pay. Um, I seen that he said in his video that it was an issue that I brung my wife, but he didn't say that was an issue before I brung her. Um, for the record, the reason I brung her because I had just literally took a trip to North Carolina previous without her. And, I was going to bring her on this trip. And I made that clear. Yo, I just got back home. I literally had just got back home. And I was like, yo, my wife needs to come. He didn't say this is a problem. Don't bring your wife. He didn't say that. But I found out in the video that was an issue. And if I didn't bring her, we wouldn't have had the help needed. Right. But anyway, let's continue it. Let's see what the brother got to say. We're going to be thorough about this and do what we do.
I want you to take the time, think about these messages, play these messages back to really understand.
Hold on. The person says, Gino says, off the strength, Ringo should have paid Newbie for his hard work. A little over $400 for the amount of work is insane. I that's what I believe. He paid 1,000, but after the travel back, it would have equaled to around 400. And what I was trying to explain to him in the message was, yo, $400, bro, I know you got bills, fam, but when you can pay, help a brother out a little more. I'm over here losing content. I'm losing this, bro. I got things got to get done, bro. Respectfully. It's a hell of a whole lot better than a moving company, bro. It's a hell of a whole lot damn better. That's all I'm saying. But the interesting part is when I got back, blessings started coming in. Like people was blessing me, and the situation was rectified because the Most High, He blessed me with that and way much more after that situation. And yeah, now listen, if I'm wrong somewhere, if I'm unfair, if I'm seeing this thing crazy, y'all let me know. Like, listen, man, I want my audience to hold me accountable. Because I'm wrecking my mind with this situation because I really be going out my way and I really be trying to look out for people. And I don't understand why this brother got so much venom towards me. I don't get it. But I'm going to listen to the whole conclusion and I'm going to clear up. So hopefully that brother gets some peace too. Like, all right, I see where this brother coming from. These things happen. Disagreements, misunderstandings happen. But anyway, let's continue.
The situation at hand. Because I pretty much lost faith in society.
See, he said he pretty much lost faith in society. And I don't know how I fit into that equation. I don't really get it. Because that's a lot of pressure on a brother just asking, for a few more dollars, or if you can rectify this, because I'm in my little bind. I got my little issues going, because if I went out the way, that means I got stuff going on too. I don't know how him losing hope in society is my burden. I don't understand that. I don't get that. Anyway, let's continue.
I really did. I originally thought that when you came down here as a brother to support, to help. And now I see it turned into a situation about money.
And I did come down as a brother to help. But again, if I would have to literally scour all the voice memos, and I don't want to have to go through all that. But there's a voice memo when he originally asked me to help. He said, yo, instead of take care of your travel, which he did take care of the travel. I'm pretty sure he has the receipts, the travel going up there. But he also said in that voice memo, instead of, giving a moving company X, Y, and Z, I might as well help a brother out. Well, in totality, after buying the luggage, after I had to get new suitcases, after just traveling, after doing that, I honestly spent money helping the brother, which is cool. It is what it is. But I was trying to express to the brother that I wasn't really whole in that situation. It was nothing disrespectful. And I even told him on his time, face to face, like, yo, you can, look out on your time. I know we support each other anyway, but I'm gonna need that. That was what I said. Like, literally, that's what I said to him, man. Let's go.
Again, listen to these videos as I share my thoughts about the situation. Because when I initially contacted you to come through, I needed a driver. And I was going to call my cousin because he would drive for me. If I had a license, I could have did this myself. At the same time, when I initially called you, I made it clear that I'll take care of your flight. I'll take care of hotel to make sure that you're good. I never recall saying that I'm hiring you for a job and that I'm paying you anything.
Now, it's interesting that's what he said, because now I'm gonna have to look for voice memos. I didn't want to have to do that. And when I heard that, I was like, you don't recall saying that you was gonna look out? Hold on, now I got to look for him, y'all. Y'all got to give me a moment. Now he's saying he don't recall saying that he was gonna pay me anything. Anything. But that's not what I recollect. That's not what I remember happening. Now, I could be wrong. It could have been a misunderstanding. But I don't know about that. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me see here. One moment. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Give me a moment. One moment. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Hold on. Too far.
Busy, probably got a lot of things that you're taking care of. Right, just hear me out. This moving process is a very, very serious thing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, like maybe you busy or whatever the case is, but I can really use your help right now. You know what I mean? But if you can't, then hey, it is what it is. I'll try to see if there's another way I can do what I need to do. But I really don't trust these moving companies because I'm hearing a lot of things about scams. I'm hearing a lot of things about how they'll take your stuff, try to sell it off to an auction if you don't pay the price and all of that other stuff. And New York is a very, very grimy place with these movers, especially when you're putting all of your personal belongings in their hands. So pretty much what I was thinking, and again, I don't know if you're busy or not. I know it's the last minute, but what I'm willing to do is pretty much pay your way to pretty much come out to New York. You know what I'm saying? Flight, hotel, whatever it is, as long as you're good, you know what I mean? I got you covered. You know what I mean? All expenses, everything is good. You know what I mean? Because these people wanting to charge me $3,500 for the move. But now here's the catch. They didn't write up no contract. So basically they wanted us to put $100 And based on what I'm sensing,
hold on.
because I got discernment, it's one of them
Wait.
situations. Because number one, we didn't want to do the. So pretty much, the way it would be is if you took a flight, and again, it's if you're not busy, if you don't got things tied up or whatever the case is, just know that if you came down, I got you covered. You know what I'm saying? Hotel, food, or whatever you need, you good. You good to go. You know what I mean? Because I'd rather the money go towards something that I can see rather than me putting my money in the white man's hand and he pretty much trying to scam me at the same time. At least I know it's somebody that I can trust, that I know is working towards the goal.
Now, see, that's what I got confused. He said instead of putting it in the white man's hand, I can give it to somebody I can trust. Right? This is where it was confusion. Hold on.
Down, I got you covered.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Hotel, food, or whatever you need, you good. You good to go. You know what I mean? Because I'd rather the money go towards something that I can see rather than me putting my money in the white man's hand and he pretty much trying to scam me at the same time. At least I know it's somebody that I can trust, that I know is working towards the goal. Because a lot of these damn people out here, man, are devils, and they're trying to scam the people because of our ignorance. And I'm hearing a lot about different scams when it comes to moving companies, and I'm not about to just put my stuff in people's hands, bro.
Right. So basically, I'm thinking the brother was going to pay me. Based on that voice memo, and there's another one that I can find where he's like, instead of giving them this, I'd rather give it to you. So when I hear that and you gave me a price, I'm thinking, all right, so maybe the brother going to toss me something around that, because his gripe is he don't want them. And there's another one where it's talking about charging. He's talking about them trying to charge him double and things like that. And I just assumed that he was paying. Life with Jones family says now you're scamming. Who's scamming? Life with Jones family. What are you talking about, man? Are you listening to what's happening right now? Are you? What is your issue? So I think it was a misunderstanding, because I'm like, oh, okay, bro, you hear things how you hear them, and I was like, yo, it's a misunderstanding. She said that's what you're said, right? He's scamming. I don't know, man. Anyway, I just wanted to play that because I'm responding to this voice memo, and now that I'm listening back to it, maybe he did say like, yo, I'm just gonna pay for travel and a hotel and food. But the thing is, that work wasn't a vacation. You know what I'm saying? I had just came off the road. And maybe I misunderstood. And I'm thinking, all right, bro, going look out. And it is what it is. But it happened how it happened. But let's continue.
I figure as a brother in truth, if you understand the mission and the assignment that you came down here with, if you understood the mission and the assignment when you came down here, I'm thinking that, okay, this is a man that understands. This is a man that is willing to help. And that's it. I didn't expect that in your mind, you thought you were getting anything in terms of compensation or this or that, because that's not how brothers work. It's called giving your time. And in the process, you get blessed by the Most High. And it's a process that a lot of people.
And I actually agree with that. I actually agree with that giving your time, you will be blessed by the Most High, because when I went back home, I was blessed in abundance because, of the hard work and labor that was done. And the Most High seen fit that I was whole. And I understand like where this man is coming from. I do. And I'm trying to I'm trying to piece this together. And I get it. But at the same time, we have two voice memos that just sound different to me, and it was a misunderstanding. That's what it sounds like. Carla Patterson, thank you for the contribution. Say you and Ringo had a misunderstanding about money. Please get back your friendship, donating to help Ringo. I mean, listen, it's not for me, it's not about anything like reconciling no friendships or nothing like that. This is not what this is about. I'm trying to make sure that I'm being thorough in judging the whole matter and correcting myself where I'm wrong. And it's not easy for men to do that. A lot of brothers be operating in pride and ego, but I can honestly say this seems like a misunderstanding. And it is what it is, but let's continue.
People have forgotten and they miss out on the real blessing. Anyone that helps me end up blessed. But when money gets in the way, that is when things go south. And I can recall yesterday, I think I told you that my younger brother had contacted me for my birthday. And I explained.
I want to also find that other voice memo where the brother said something more to the effect of, instead of giving these people the bread, I'm gonna give it to you. I want to go back because there's more memos, and I'm using my phone as well. Hold on.
Do the move in the daytime because we don't want everybody.
My bad.
That when you pack all your stuff up
wait.
trucks, they're gonna basically look at you and be like, "Well,
wait."
I just downloaded it. I kind of listened to a few. He out there
posting
and see, that's what I mean. Like how brainwaves came in. Yo, bro, I know this is last minute. I know you're probably busy. Probably got a lot of things that you're taking care of. Right? You have more stuff than what we anticipated. It weighs a lot more. So what we're gonna do is jack the price up even more and end up charging you $7,000 to move. And
so you notice he said they would end up paying him $7,000 to move in, opposed to the $3,000, right?
Threaten you that if you don't pay, then they'll keep your shit and basically auction it off to other people. These type of scams go on every single day. Movers' nightmares. And this is a very, very serious thing. So I'm thinking about, because my wife and I are pretty much talking about it, and I have peace with it. Whereas we can get a U-Haul truck and pretty much do the move ourselves. In other words, get the rental truck, pack it ourselves, and do it that way. That way, that $3,500 will be used for something that I can see.
She said that now listen, he said that $3,500 would be used for something he can see. Hold on.
And based on what I'm sensing,
listen.
In other words, get the rental truck, pack it ourselves, and do it that way. That way, that $3,500 will be used for something that I can see.
Now, do you see how that can be a misunderstanding? He's bringing up a dollar amount, which is $3,500. Now, by show of ones, do anybody see how I could have misunderstood what he was saying? By show of twos, New Breed, you tripping. He was very accurate with what he said. It was no gray area there. There's no way you could have misunderstood and thought that perhaps he was going to give you that $3,500. Let me know. Let me know. Am I being unfair? Am I being let me know. Because this sounds like a verbal agreement to me with a dollar amount. And I didn't even play the next video. Somebody says, bro, you're not wrong. If you wasn't there, he would have had to pay it. So you thinking he paying you. Exactly. And it's not about, man, bro, it's not about just being about money. But if you want somebody you can trust with your belongings and so forth to do the job and do X, Y, and Z, not going to charge you double, not going to break nothing, not going to steal nothing. Yo, come on now. That's all I'm saying. Let's just hear where I'm coming from, y'all. Because I know bro want to make a movie and all that. I get it. But I want to show this man where my misunderstanding could have came in at. I'm being very direct about this.
In our business, you know what I mean? Because we're moving out of an apartment complex.
Wait. I don't want to put all this business out there like that. I just want y'all to hear this dollar amount thing.
In
Hold
the
on.
hood. So the way that works is everybody up in your business.
Hold on.
If we use the U-Haul truck route, we're able to rent the truck at a certain time of the night, pull up when I'm sensing, and pretty much do the move ourselves. In other words, get the rental truck, pack it ourselves, and do it that way. That way, that $3,500 will be used for something that I can see.
So, so what he's basically saying, now that I'm replaying it, listening to it, since I misunderstood the voice memo, there was no dollar agreement amount. Actually, he's saying that 3,500. What he's saying is something he can see, such as the U-Haul truck and so forth. But I didn't take it that way, because the sentence before, he says, instead of giving it to the white man, basically helping a brother out. So it's a confusion there. But now that I'm replaying it and listening to it, I don't see how he don't get how I assumed that he was going to pay. I don't get how he didn't see how I could have made that assumption, how it can be a misunderstanding. Anyway, let's continue. Hold on.
Again, listen to these videos. If you understood the mission and the assignment when you came down here, I'm thinking that, okay, this is a man that understands. This is a man that is willing to help. And that's it. I didn't expect that in your mind, you thought you were getting anything in terms of compensation or this or that, because that's not how brothers work. It's called giving your time. And in the process, you get blessed by the Most High. And it's a process that a lot of people have forgotten, and they miss out on the real blessing. Anyone that helps me end up blessed. But when money gets in the way, that is when things go south. And I can recall yesterday, I think I told you that my younger brother had contacted me for my birthday. And I explained.
And this is what was said during the end of the move. That something to the regards of him and his brother fell out over money. Let's continue.
I explained that me and my brother haven't spoken in a few years because of money. Because I loaned him money and he never paid back. And I gave him the money when I needed the money. Matter of fact, I gave him the money.
The person in the chat who says, if you broke, just say that. Let me do you a favor. Let's get you up out of here. Peace out, homie. It ain't about being broke. It's just a respect thing for me. Anyway, let's continue.
When I got fired from my job, but I gave him the money anyway, even though I had no money. But I gave it to him because he needed it, because they were putting him out his house. And he never returned the money. And I struggled. See? But he contacted me. And at the same time, even though he owed me money, I forgave his debt. And I didn't ignore the phone call because he's a brother. And I understand principles. At the same time, this situation is like the same exact thing.
And he says, this situation is the exact same thing. And I found it interesting because when my wife and I was unloading the truck and we were nearly finished, he came into that garage at that moment and he started talking about how him and his brother fell out over money. And I just thought that was an odd time to bring up something like that after a job was done. I didn't know if the brother was foreshadowing. Like I just didn't like the timing of that type of conversation. And I'm just calling it how I seen it in that moment in that time, y'all. Let's go.
About the situation.
Hold on.
When I received your text messages yesterday, it was something that was out of the blue, because when you left, I figure, okay, everybody left on good terms, everything's cool, but
All right, so I haven't heard this memo here. I think this is about yeah, I don't remember hearing this. This is at the point where I stopped listening. This is at the point where I stopped listening to the voice memos. Let's go.
I sensed some tension in the air. Not only that, my wife sensed the same thing. I mean, my wife actually texted your woman, letting her know, hey, did you get home safe? Is everything cool? She never texts back. It's literally 6:30 p.m.
Let me see what date this was. June 2nd. Yo, hold on. When did we get back? We must have got back June 1st. We must have got back June 1st. Listen, y'all, when I tell you we was exhausted, we was exhausted. My wife probably did not get those messages till at least a few days later. More than likely, she didn't even see the messages. Like, real talk. When I say we was exhausted after the move, bro, we was done. Hold on, let me see. But let's continue.
Obviously, she had to get the text message. The least thing that could be done is, hey, we got back home safe. But there's no text message. Now she feels some type of way about that. Is that right? I mean, come on now.
June 2nd. I'm trying to think. Were we traveling back that day? See, I got my dates all out of whack right now. I don't even really remember that time. I don't remember if that's when we were literally just getting home. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't understand why he said it was. Well, I mean, it may have been some tension coming from me, because if me and this brother had a miscommunication and a lack of understanding, it could be that, or it could be when I asked about payment. If, for the record, if he said, look, I'm not obligated to pay you nothing, and I'm standing in your yard saying, hey, yo, that payment you said you was gonna give me, I'm gonna need that, then I can see how that would cause some tension. If he said, yo, I didn't really plan on paying you nothing, I just wanted to cover X, Y, and Z, and I'm in the front yard like, bro, you know that money you said, I'm gonna need that. That probably would cause tension on both sides. You see how misunderstandings can happen like that? Yo, I'm not out here trying to spin no narratives. I'm not out here trying to manipulate. I'm trying to call this right down the middle. Somebody says not to take anything from Ringo, but he using your kindness as a weakness. He flipped the script after he got what he wanted. Basically, you blessed him. He saved $5 grand. It's not really about the money, man. It's about right and wrong, wrong and right. What's really happening? Galatians 6:2. Bear you one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. For if a man think of himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. But let every man prove his own. Yep. Let's go.
Because when I initially,
Oh man, my bad, wrong one.
when I received your text messages yesterday, it was something that was out of the blue. Because when you left, I figure, okay, everybody left on good terms, everything's cool, but I sensed some tension in the air. Not only that, my wife sensed the same thing. I mean, my wife actually texted your woman.
And another reason why he might have sensed tension is because we was exhausted, bro. We've been up for 72 hours. My wife and I unloaded the truck ourselves. We were just ready to go, bro. We just wanted rest. That's it. This is what I'm saying, like with assumptions. Not being able to empathize with other people's emotions. Like empathy is not an easy thing for people. But if you were working 2-3 days straight, no shower, no rest, you just got off a flight, you just drove 12 hours, you unloaded the whole U-Haul truck by yourselves, and that's another reason why I really assumed that this brother was going to pay, because he did not help unload the truck. So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, that's what he said. I thought he was saying he was going to help pay. Now that I see how he moving, yeah, we the help. We literally like a moving company. The brother was cutting grass while we were unpacking the truck. So, I mean, I'm just saying, if there was a tension felt, it's probably because we were exhausted, bruh. I don't know how you couldn't even reason with that. True Follower says, then the cutting grass after all that, and he came talking about falling out with his brother over money, I would probably have just left. Exactly. If you look at this from my point of view, I have reason to have offenses too. And it could be because of the miscommunication. Yeah, see, no, he didn't help unpack. He might have helped at the very beginning unpacking, and then he started cutting his grass. And that may have been a sense of the tension. We were tired. Let's continue.
Letting her know, hey, did you get home safe? Is everything cool? She never texts back. It's literally 6:30 p.m. Obviously, she had to get the text message. The least thing that could be done is, hey, we got back home safe. But there's no text message. Now she feels some type of way about that. Is that right? I mean, come on now. If she sent your woman a text message asking if you got home safe, I think the appropriate thing to do is to respond and say, yes, we got home safe, but no response. Where I'm from, when people don't respond off of something like that, that means that somebody feels some type of way.
Or perhaps we were exhausted. Or perhaps my wife turned her phone off for days at a time. Or perhaps she didn't see the message. But at the same time, I didn't read these messages during that time. I don't remember. I don't. I don't quite remember the day we went back. I think it was around June 2nd, maybe. And I'm like, were we traveling at this time? I don't know, man. Let's continue.
So what that tells me is the entire time you guys were here, y'all must have been salty about something. And I'm trying to figure out what's the saltiness about, because if you came down with the intentions to help and support, what is the issue? But if you came down with the mindset of I'm laboring and I'm expecting compensation, then you're setting your own self up for failure without transparency, because you're not the only one that labored. I labored. My wife labored. We've been laboring the whole time.
Okay. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Hold on.
And based on what I'm sensing, because I got discernment, it's one of them. Get outside, start packing everything up, do what we got to do. Right? Hear me. Look down. They want to come through on the 16th, pack everything up. But we never made no agreement. Now, I'm not no dummy. If there was never no
Hold on, y'all.
situations that when you pack all your stuff.
So this is interesting to me. I didn't get this far before, and the reason that this is interesting is because I could see how this could be a real issue, because I stand in this man front yard and say, yo, the money you said you was going to give me. I said this to this man. The money you said you was going to give me, you ain't got to do it right now, but I'm going to need that. That's what I said to him. So when I said that in his front yard, why he ain't say, yo, I ain't never say nothing about no money, bro? He didn't say what money. He actually made a video. He made a video that I know he will not put out, where this brother is saying, he's literally saying, yo, Breed came to me and he said, yo, this payment, and I felt convicted. This is what this brother said. I'm not lying on this man. Ringo, bro, you know I'm not lying about that. Even though we had a misunderstanding, but bro, you did a video, and we were talking in the video like, yo, instead of paying the move in the company, he looked out for his brother, yada yada yada, X, Y, and Z. So if you never said you was gonna pay me nothing, why did you even give me anything? You could have cleared it up right there, and I would have been like, oh man, my bad, I misunderstood. Because I assumed that you was going to pay X amount of dollars or whatever the case is. Because, bro, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I wasn't coming in the auspice of, yo, I just want to get this money, because to be totally honest with you, bro, I can sit home and make money. I can make a plethora of YouTube videos. You know what we do for a living. You know we can do YouTube videos. You know, I actually own a business too, fam. I got other means of income that I can do in my leisure. So if I was being prepared for a trip like that, that was just about, yo, I just need the help, I would have been, I would have did what I can do in that situation. But bro, it's a misunderstanding, man. That's something right there. Let's go. Let's go.
Initially contacted you to come through.
Hold up. My bad. I keep going too far. Hold on. We on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I think we on 6.
We didn't get no compensation. because we did this from the heart. I thought that you were here.
Hold on. What do you mean we didn't get compensation because we did this from the heart? Bro, it's your belongings. Why would you get compensation for moving your own belonging? I don't understand that. Let's go.
To support from the heart. And as of now, that's not the case. You were motivated by money, not support in terms of from the heart. And the sad thing about this is that when you were leaving, you were talking about, well, you know, if you don't got this, is that, you know, maybe you can do something later on down the road and X, Y, and Z. I'm really trying to figure out where all of that was coming from. You know what I mean?
But he didn't say that. Yo, he didn't say that in the yard. It's coming from the voice memo that I misunderstood. It's coming from me making an assumption, bro. But you didn't correct it then and there. I will admit, y'all, when I went back and replayed the video, he didn't actually say he was going to give me the 3,500. What he said was he did a little wordplay. What he said was for something he can see. Instead of giving it to the white man, something he can see, meaning the U-Haul truck, meaning this, meaning that. And I misunderstood it. Because to be totally frank with the brother, and I'm going to say this loud and clear, at this point of us building this brothers and in the current situation I was in, I don't think I would have been able to do that without any compensation. Because I had a lot going on myself. I just got off the road, and I think I misunderstood what was said. And I would not have been able to do that without any compensation. And I'm just being honest. I wouldn't have been able to do that without any type of compensation, not at that moment. But I seem to have misunderstood what you said. And it is what it is. I can admit my fault. Exactly. That's a big job. Like, I get it. You know, you will get blessed for doing certain things. But in that current situation, in that time in my life and what I was doing, that I could not have done that without any type of compensation. I'm just being honest. But let's continue.
I mean, maybe you misunderstood a lot of things that I was saying regarding this moving process.
Yep, that's what it sounds like.
Whatever. And at the same time, while you were saying all of that stuff, it was making me feel bad because I'm like, damn, today is my birthday. I'm thinking this brother came down here to support.
See, I didn't realize it was the brother's birthday or none of that. Yeah, you know, listening to the tapes, man, you know, it does sound like a misunderstanding. Let's go.
I'm thinking you came down here to support as a man, and it's like you pressing me for money. And I'm like, wow, we're tired. It's a stressful time. And yet, this is the gift that I got on my birthday. Didn't even get to do nothing for my birthday.
Well, bro, you got to move on your birthday. You got some assistance with moving. You got into your new place on your B-Day. Like, you got to count your blessings in the situation. You wasn't the only one who put in work. You wasn't the only one out there. And you did get something for your birthday. You got the assistance needed. And, you know, this is a misunderstanding. And I'm going to be honest. Here's where my fault is at. My anger got the better of me. My temper got the better of me when I listened to the first 3 messages. And I'm like, nah. And so my response was, yo, let me give this bro some of the money back. Let me give him some of this money back. And that's what I did. Based on the first 3 messages. It was like, yo, let me give fam some of his money back. And I ain't say nothing else after that. And I don't necessarily think that was the complete way of going about it. But hey, look, I see people still like, Breed, you ain't wrong. No, I think I'm admitting that I made a mistake here. It takes a lot for brothers to admit when they wrong. I have learned from this situation. I'm a work in progress, bro. And yeah, I can admit that I misunderstood what he said, and I would not have done that without any compensation at that current time. At that current time, I wouldn't have done that. Anyway, let's go.
Because we're stressed and tired. And yet, even though you were hinting that I owe you something, I turned around and put $1,000 on your Cash App. $1,000 that I don't got, but I did it anyway. Because I thought I was doing something good. I thought that as a man, even though you came through, and I felt that you came through.
Now with the travel back, so he put the 1,000 in, but with the travel back and everything, it equaled to about 400. Equal to about 400. You know, I see what a misunderstanding is at. I see what my fault is at. I see that I wasn't trying to hear nothing after this situation. I also don't think it was cool when we pulled up that bro started cutting the grass while we was trying to get this truck unloaded. I thought that was odd. I literally felt like, okay, so I'm right. I thought he said he was going to do X, Y, and Z. But then when you stopped helping with the truck and you was cutting grass and all that, bro, I was like, oh yeah, that's what he said. You know how you can hear something and then be like, yo, that's what it is. He's paying me like the moving company. Zachary says, so what's the solution, Bree, moving forward with Brother Ring? I'm not, Ringo's going to do what Ringo's going to do. I'm just clearing the air for my sake. I'm clearing my conscience by listening to all the tapes, evaluating everything, the whole situation. So I'm not carrying on the burdens of not following the text where it tells you, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Being thorough is important. Hearing the whole conclusion of the matter is important. Sometimes when you get heated and you get angry and there's a dispute or an offense, things can go left. And I believe that's what happened. Let's continue.
When I received your text messages yesterday,
hold on,
I explained something that me and my brother haven't spoken in a few years. If you got home safe, I think we didn't get no compensation because we did this from the heart. Down here to support as a man, and it's like you pressing me for money, and I'm like, wow, we're tired. It's a stressful time, and yet. This is the gift that I got on my birthday. Didn't even get to do nothing for my birthday because we're stressed and tired. And yet, even though you were hinting that I owe you something, I turned around and put $1,000 on your Cash App. $1,000 that I don't got, but I did it anyway. Through from the heart to support. I wasn't giving you no $1,000. That was not on the plan list, but I did that anyway. And even though I did that, to see your text message implying mathematics of, well, this expense, that expense, well, you owe me when you get a chance, could you reimburse me? I'm like, bro, I would never ask you for help ever again. Never again. I would never come to you as a man and ask you for any help at all, ever again. Because the principles that I follow when it comes to men helping one another has to come from the heart. If it's motivated by money, it's not help.
All right, so let me break down what was just said here. The fact that this brother had all this to say without first understanding was what was the misunderstanding is, it is what it is. But I get what a misunderstanding is at. And you know what? I don't blame the brother for being upset. Keep it honest with y'all. I don't blame him. Because if there was no verbal agreement, no paper agreement, and I just misunderstood, I assume I heard it wrong. I mean, I can admit it. I played the tapes. Matter of fact, let me go back again. Let me make sure I'm right here. Now, I ain't too full of pride, man, to keep it a buck, right?
You load up the truck and then pretty much we out.
Hold up. Let me go back.
Listen, when I'm talking about putting boxes of goods in a mover's hand, we're talking thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of goods.
Listen.
Into somebody's hands, and I don't even have a contract. Does that make sense? That don't make no sense. That's retarded. That's dumb. You know what I mean? It's like I just gave the person my life. So that right there is just not sitting right with me, man. So I'm kind of just sitting here like, nah, I don't think that that would be a good move to let this rental company come in and take my personal belongings, my entire studio, all my gear, all my cameras, all my clothes, all my electronics, everything, computers, and then they have it in their possession. And on top of that, they charging $3,000. That makes no sense, bro. And it feels like we're being rushed because everything is at the last minute. So it's like, damn, at the last minute, on Monday, we have a house orientation.
Yeah, that would have been quite expensive, but again, I see where this man's coming from. And I'm not taking this as a loss. I take this as a win because I can see what the issue is. I can see what the issue is here. And it was all really a matter of perception. These kind of things do happen. And it is what it is. And I'm not on here, like I said again, I'm not on here trying to save face. I'm not out here trying to do no damn damage control. I'm not out here trying to play games and manipulate. I'm not out here operating in fear of this brother here. No, it ain't like that, man. I fear the Most High. And if it's an issue that has me restless and thinking like, yo, what happened? And it's a shame it took all of this to really get my attention for me to even go listen to the voice memos. But as I'm playing these voice memos back, I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. I heard where the misunderstanding was. I heard it. I do believe if there was another brother involved and there was a conversation on the table, I do believe that this may have gotten resolved. But who knows? Because I was angry when this situation transpired because my intentions were to be there and help out. But at the same time, I misunderstood what was said. And he clearly knows that because I told him in that front yard, yo, what you owe me, I'm going to need that. But he shouldn't have paid me nothing if he never said he was going to give me something. I really thought, bro, Ringo, when you see this video, I really thought in that voice memo that you were saying, I'm going to give you this amount of dollars. Instead of giving it to them, I'm going to give you this. Or I would have not stood on your front lawn saying, yo, that money, I know you said you had an issue with your brother. I know you said you had an issue with this bill or that bill. But bro, yeah, I'm gonna need that. I would have never said that. That's like some shakedown type of stuff. Like, I'm not on that. So it's really a misunderstanding. And I know moving forward, like if there's not a written contract, I thought it was a verbal agreement, but if it's not like a written contract, yo, I'm gonna pay you this amount to come out here and do this, and it's not spoken very clearly, then one cannot assume. One cannot assume. So I can get where this gripe lies, and it's an unfortunate situation, but this is how it happened. Nonetheless, I can admit my fault in the situation, and I'm just gonna move forward and keep making the content that I make. Um, there's been times where I made mistakes and came forward and spoke my mind. I'm a very humble person, and in this situation, I see the misunderstanding. I'm not heady. I'm not high minded. I'm not full of pride. I don't have a big ego. I'm not out here on that time.
Because I thought I was doing something good. I thought that as a man, even though you came through and I felt that you came through.
Hold up.
I'm thinking you came down here to support as a man, and it's like you pressing me for money. And I'm like, wow, we're tired. It's a stressful time. And yet, this is the gift that I got on my birthday. Didn't even get to do nothing for my birthday.
All right, we went too far back.
And because of the circumstances at hand, I am now a different person. I'm no longer interested in anyone helping me unless we have a contract. That's it. I don't want no help from nobody. Anything that I do moving forward with anybody is going to be with a contract that is binding, because transparency is important. Communication is important. And when people are motivated by money, then they're not genuine. See, I thought that you came down here with the mindset of supporting the move.
Now, the brother didn't know that I had a misunderstanding. Now this is the thing. I think by voice memo 5 or 6, when he was saying, maybe you misunderstood what I said, or whatever the case is, I think that should have been the conversation off break. I think maybe a phone call, like, bro, I don't know if you misunderstood about what payment would be, or what I would do to help you in this situation, to help out. I don't know if you didn't know, but I never had planned to do X, Y, and Z. I get that. I get that. I think that would have been a way to approach it. But again, it's my issue because we didn't have no contract. It was no It was no real verbal agreement because what he said was kind of vague, and I just misunderstood, bro. No, I misunderstood. See, y'all hearing the tapes. Okay, Busy Chanel says he was trying to use you and switching up. He didn't want to help, but he received it already. Gaslighting like crazy. Your discernment is telling you right, and he has you questioning it. No, it's not that. See, this is what I need y'all to understand. I know there's women in the house, y'all ladies. I understand. Right now, some real man stuff happening right now, and this is one of those situations where if you're thinking emotionally, you're not going to comprehend what's taking place. Yes, I worked hard. Yes, I sacrificed. Yes, I done all those things. But here's the issue. There was no agreement that this man would pay me thus amount of dollars. He said something very close to it. I played the voice memo, but that's not what he said. So what I assume that's what he said. I thought that's what he said. That's where the misunderstanding happened. So factually speaking, he would be right. If this was in a court, if this was in a court of law, he would be right. Because that's not a contractual agreement, no matter how you slice it. So in this situation, he's right. Which means I made a mistake. And when I was in his front yard, like, yo, bro, yo, that money you said you was gonna give me, I know you said you was gonna give me that. Bro, I wasn't trying to shake you down or press you. I literally thought that's what you said. Now that I'm playing the voice memos back and backtracking, that's not what was said. But it was worded in a way where I didn't quite get it. Now it takes a lot for me to get on here in public and be like, yo, yeah, I was wrong in this situation. I don't think that it should be, I don't think it should I mean, like look, the brother got a right to do what he gotta do to get his views and eat off of the situation. I don't really care. I just want to be right and clear my conscience with the most high and clear this whole entire situation up. Um, I made a mistake. I thought the brother said one thing. I made an assumption. And now I'm keeping it a buck because I went back and played the tapes. Instead of resorting to anger or feeling like somebody used me. See, this is the thing. I'm man enough to admit that growing up, man, I've had people take advantage of me. They say they're going to do something and then don't do it. They'll take my kindness for weakness. I've been in these situations. And those type of situations really do piss me off. And I've been there with people close to me. And and when I say people close to me, I had brothers in my family, like, do things like, yo, fam, how you gonna have me do this work and not pay me? But that was times where there was money agreed on. All right, so Busy Chanel says, Reed, legally he's correct, morally he is not. Well, so what I think is it's a great task to go from New York. We'll go from Atlanta to New York to North Carolina. And I don't know anybody who, I understand the Most High give us blessings, and he's right about that. But And you know what? I'm gonna say this, and that brother, he must require a lot out of people to prove their loyalty and things of that nature. But I wanna address this from a more realistic standpoint. Bro, it ain't too many people who gonna do that without anything. I'm keeping it a buck. There's people out here who would do it. There's people out here who would do that type of work. But even myself, I like to pay people to do work. Um, I like to pay people to do work. I don't want nobody working for I can't live with that. I don't just help me out. I'm gonna pay you. That's me. I'm the type of person like if you do some work for me, I'm paying you. No, forget all that. I'm gonna pay you like I would pay them. That's me. But everybody don't see it that way. He's like, yo, if you help me, you're gonna get blessed, so on and so forth. I don't see it that way. I'm the type of person that's like, yeah, you know, feeding a person is cool and all that, but nah, I have to pay you. And I have to feel like you got the amount that makes you feel whole. Or like literally, even if a brother be like, yo, no, don't even worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about no, I'm just here to help, yo. I'm just a brother. Nah, bro, here, take this. That's how I move though. Here, take this, bro. Damn, bro, I wasn't even expecting all that. That's how I move. But misunderstanding in this situation. Let's continue.
because you want to see a brother move. But that's not the case now. The case is based on you feeling that I owe you something.
It wasn't a matter of me feeling that I owed you owed me anything. It's a misunderstanding, thinking that I heard you say you was gonna give X amount of dollars. I think around 35. I was expecting something close to that. Based on what was said when you said I would rather, instead of giving it to the white man, I'd rather give it to somewhere I can see. And then you continue to say like the U-Haul truck and so forth, and you offered to pay for food, hotel, and so forth. And I really do believe it's other voice memos that you said you was going to throw me something too, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I heard that wrong. These things can happen.
The moving company.
I am going to look for that voice memo where I thought you said instead of giving the movie company this, I'd rather give it to a brother. I thought that's what you said in one of these videos, but I'm one of these memos, but I'm going to look.
That originally was supposed to move us was a scam. They were charging us $3,500. $3,500 is highway robbery. That's too much to move from here, from New.
Actually, that's a good deal, fam. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That's not really highway robbery for the workload that was done. That's my opinion. For the work that was done, that is a suitable amount to pay for a move like that. That's what I know how much these things cost. Yes, so busy said that's the going rate. Yeah, it really is. Earl Tom says if you put your selfish greed in front of a brotherly friendship, then that says volumes about that person. Nothing is free in the real world. I give my time and energy, but you give me excuses. Yeah, but if I show up and see, and I'm gonna clear this too, and this is the reason why I brung up. This is the reason why I brung up what I done for the brother. Like I done this X, Y, and Z. I helped y'all with this and help y'all with that. It's because those initial messages were saying, "Yo, you all about money." Y'all see where this misunderstanding come in, and the reason I brung that up, not to throw it in his face. And Ringo didn't need me to get him no hotel or nothing like that. I volunteered that because I didn't like the hotel they were at. Simple as that. I did that out of my own heart. And the reason why I brung it up is because I'm like, why is he saying I'm all about money when I'm looking out for you? Like I broke bread with you. Like, well, how is that possible? How I'm all about money, and I know I done spent more money your direction than mine. Perhaps he has now because he said I was speeding and he had to pay tickets and so forth like that. But the point I'm making is that's the reason I brung up the that's the reason I brung up, putting them in a hotel. Wasn't to throw it in his face. It's like, yo, I broke bread with you too, bro. Like, why, you know. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's go.
New York to North Carolina. That's too much money. So what do you think I'm trying to do? Spend more money? Of course not. I don't got it. I'm trying to save money. So in the process of that $3,500, I figure, hey, if I could contact somebody to support and help, at least I could get the $3,500 worth. So I'm reaching out to you as a man seeking help. And in the process, he was like, yeah, you good? I got you. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take care of your flight. I'll take care of your hotel. Hey, you're going to be in the area anyway, so we'll be able to pick you up and drive you around. Cool. I felt I did what I had to do. But according to you, that's not enough. You're looking at expenses. You're tallying up prices of this and that. Have you ever thought about the fact that I had to pay for the truck? I paid for the truck. You understand? The truck was not cheap, but I paid for that. I worked, I labored, I lifted boxes, I struggled alongside with you. You did not do everything by yourself. You didn't. And the issue is so severe that it come in like,
let's go.
The issue is so severe because it come in like you were trying to do more labor to make it appear as if though you're owed something.
No, bro, that's not the situation. It's like I wish the brother would have stopped at, maybe it's a misunderstanding. Maybe it's a misunderstanding, bro. Like that was the issue. And I was trying to get the job done because I was ready to go, bro. We got that truck unloaded because we was ready. We was exhausted, just like y'all were exhausted. Earl Tom says he's arrogant because he is discrediting a helping hand. Well, look, y'all, I'm trying to be as fair about this as possible. The root to all of this is a misunderstanding. But here's something else I want to say. I don't think my response warranted all of the venom coming from over there. And the reason I say that, because all I said was misunderstanding, and I paid the brother some money back. I don't think it warranted all the sneak dissing, all the undermining in videos. I'm being honest, y'all. I'm drawing this right down the middle. I do see where my mistake is. I assumed something. I had it wrong. It must have felt like I was shaking him down because I thought he said something that he didn't say. But at the same time, bro, my response of me just giving you some money back, I don't think it warranted all of this. I don't. At least I was like, yo, misunderstanding, bro. Because that's how I chalked it up. Although I didn't go through the voice memos, I didn't take heed, I didn't listen to all of this. And that's where I'm at fault at. That's why I'm hearing the whole conclusion of the matter now. But for you to make video after video trying to undermine me or make it seem like I'm an untrustworthy person or I'm some type of, evil person, I don't like that, bro. I mean, from the time I got back home, I'll make a video, you'll make a video with something titled just really just undermining or being disrespectful, bro. You did that. I could understand where you felt wronged and all of that. I get that. I can sincerely see where it's like, yo, this man trying to shake me down for money, and I didn't say I was gonna give that. But that was a misunderstanding. I would not do that. I would not just ask for something you never said you was gonna pay. So it wasn't that I was going with the intentions of trying to make money and give you an issue. But it was a situation where I thought something was promised. And then what made it weird, what made it strange and confirmed what I'm saying for me in my mind, how I perceive things, is when you stop helping unload the truck and start cutting your grass. And then when you walked in the garage and you start talking about your brother falling out over money after we were almost done, I'm thinking, yo, is this brother trying to is he trying to play? I didn't understand the play you was on. I thought you was trying to jug, to be honest. I'm like, oh man. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. If a brother tell you he gonna do something and then the work is almost done, he start, making excuses why he ain't gonna be able to pay you. Y'all been there, man, with some of the old timers, they do stuff like that. That's what I thought he was doing. But in actuality, it was a misunderstanding because I'm thinking that amount was coming. And the brother must have felt like I was shaking him down in the front yard. Yeah, yo, I'ma still need that. Hold up, need what? Yo, bro, bro, I apologize, bro. I apologize, man. That I see what the issue is at. But at the same time, I don't see how my response warranted all of this. I don't see how me saying, bro, yo, misunderstanding, take this back. I don't see how that warranted all of this. I think everything could have been avoided and we could have, went our separate ways or whatever the case is without all of the nonsense. Or perhaps even, again, I feel like you could have reached out. I feel like you could have reached out to somebody else who's mutual friends and we could have chopped it up. Like at the end of the day, bro, I'm not no prideful person. I'm not like one of those guys who can't admit when I'm at fault in a situation, even though, I believe that it could have just been dealt with different. Let's continue. Let's finish these voice memos up. Let's get to it.
When we were on our way to North Carolina, I sensed that something wasn't right because I'm texting you on the phone and you were not responding to none of the texts. And I'm like, well, maybe he's just driving.
Yes, bro. Seriously, just driving. If I wasn't responding to any of the texts, it's either I'm exhausted, pulled over at a damn rest stop, or I'm just driving. I'm just trying to get there.
He don't really have time to focus. But then I said, he has a woman with him. So she could communicate. She could check the phone and then respond so that you could keep your eyes on the road. Even that didn't happen. You understand? So throughout the entire process of going to North Carolina, there was a silence. And that wasn't cool.
Bro, we had just been moving for 48 hours, fam. Yo, let me tell y'all something about this drive, right? From New York to North Carolina. First of all, I'm driving a big ass U-Haul truck, the biggest that I've ever drove. This joint was bigger than my RV that I had. And I don't know what it's like to have anxiety or anything like that until I start going through them Bronx streets that's real tight. And by the time I got to Jersey, bro, let me ask y'all something. You ever been so tired, right? You ever been so tired? This is crazy what I'm about to say. You ever been so tired driving where in your mind you're telling yourself, yo, what if I'm already asleep? And what if I'm already asleep and this is the afterlife? I'm telling you, bro, when you just exhausted and you like, yo, I need to pull over. When you start getting intrusive thoughts like that, you pulling over to a rest and stop. And it's just, nah, man. I'm telling you. Oh, hey, Gino said that's me almost every day. LOL, damn, bro, you gotta get some rest. You can't be driving like that every day, fam. Yeah, that drive ain't no joke. That drive ain't no joke. Somebody said you ducking smoke now. Let me get you out of here. For those just joining, this ain't about smoke. This ain't about being afraid. This is about me checking myself publicly, evaluating the whole matter, hearing the whole matter of the situation, dealing with it appropriately. This ain't about no damn damage control. This ain't about none of that. I don't care. Listen, social media can have a field day. Say I bowed out. I don't give. Listen, I don't care, bro. Long as I'm good with the Most High and I repent for my mistakes, I am good. And I'm making efforts to try to do the right thing here. So it is what it is. Let's go.
See, because there was tension in the air, not coming from me, because I'm thinking everything.
I don't know. Listen, let me explain this. To brother Ringo. When we arrived fresh off the plane and started working immediately, we didn't have no rest. You know, I believe, maybe we should have came a day earlier to kind of rest up that first day. I get jet lag when I fly. I literally get jet lag, and it sends me into like a loop. It ain't tension. It ain't none of that. It's exhaustion. It's all the movement. It took nearly 2 days to move. We started like what was like 4 in. We didn't leave to the next evening. We didn't leave to the next evening, bro. We were up 72 hours. Bro, we didn't shower. We drove that 12-hour drive was like 15 hours, 16 hours because of traffic and Bronx. Could it be just people was exhausted, bro? It's exhaustion. Let's go.
That is what you chose to do. We're tired as it is. And even though we're tired, you had an opportunity. I'm still laboring.
Hold on.
First, I wasn't giving you no $1,000.
Okay.
To relax. So when you say you're exhausted, it's as if though you're saying you're the only one that's exhausted. I mean, we just finished packing a truck.
No, when I said we see this, he's misunderstanding what I'm saying. The reason I said that we were exhausted is because what I was saying in the text message was this. Let me go. Let me go to the text message so you can understand why I said we were exhausted. This is why, like, that damn text and stuff can be stupid sometimes, right? Hold on. What I said was we could have went without getting a room tonight, but we were exhausted. The reason I said that is because I was trying to save you money since you was handling travel, but I'm saying that we couldn't save you on that room that night. That's what I was requesting, the cash for the room. I'm saying we couldn't just drive back because we're exhausted. So I'm telling you the reason why. See, that's what I'm saying. Text messages can be misunderstandings. I'm telling you the reason why that we have to get a hotel. We're exhausted. Somebody said, as a retired therapist, I can say this in love. You and Ringo are two uneducated narcissists with overblown egos who have not lived long enough to teach anything about the Bible or about life. Thank you, Gloria. Appreciate it. Now Gloria's nowhere to be found. Look, she just disappeared. What happened? Oh yeah, she got blocked. I wonder what she's gonna say in her memoirs tonight, in her journal about that. Since you want to psychoanalyze people, let's go.
Still working. I'm cutting the lawn, and that's not easy work. But I did it. Why? To relax my mind due to all the stress. And in that process, what were you doing? You were unloading the truck. So everybody was working together. There was no one-sided thing of, well, you're laboring.
Well, and this is an issue that I think, brother, maybe you should have been helping with the truck as well. The grass can get cut anytime. I understand you want to relax your mind, but we was ready to go. We were exhausted, ready to go. And like I said, my wife is pregnant. So I feel like maybe us two brothers should have took on that truck, get the truck unloaded, let the ladies rest, and we can get out of there. Maybe I should have brung that to you, but I assumed that you were just hiring help. So it really threw me for a loop when you start cutting grass. I'm like, yo, why? It makes more sense that we get the truck unloaded. Let the ladies chill out, and then we can go get in the hotel and relax. Cause we were just ready to go. So we were tired. We haven't showered. None of it. We needed to wash, bro. We needed to get going, fam. All right, let's go.
And this and that and that. You decided to do that. All right? Because my wife was tired. She done finished driving for hours.
Mine was too.
You don't think that she deserved time to relax?
I finished driving for hours too. But we were also ready to go, sir. We were also ready to go. We were tired. We were ready to go. So we were trying to hurry up and get the job done.
She have to deal with the children, and she have to make sure that I'm good. So all of that level of stress is all at play. But the whole time you were thinking about yourself and money. You're supposed to be a brother. I'm looking at the situation from the context of a brother is coming through to support another brother.
Now, mind you, my response to all these messages was for misunderstanding. I sent back some of the cash and said for misunderstanding. I gave this man time and space. I see where my error was, and my error was asking this man in his front yard for money that I assumed that I was going to get, but I misunderstood. That's my error. But even through that error, I still dealt with it in a way where it was like, bro, yo, this is a misunderstanding here. Take this back. So I really still, I cannot wrap my mind around why all the sneak dissing, why all the malice and all of that. Because I did respond. My response was misunderstanding. And you know what? Now that I'm evaluating all the messages, my response was the right response. It was the right response. I was like, there's got to be some kind of misunderstanding because I thought he said X, Y, and Z. And I'm going to show my responses, the text messages that I, you know what I'm saying, sent back. I see brainwaves in the house. What's going on, bro? Brainwave says, I feel you, fam, but Ringo was clearly mentioning text message replies. It's a simple delay in communication and misunderstanding. It's nothing that should have turned into what it did. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. Let's go.
If you call me and say you moving, and I say, hey, I'm coming down, and you're like, yo, you got my flight, you got this, you got that, then I'm okay. I ain't worrying about no money. I'm not worrying about, well, I labored, you owe me this and you owe me that. Bro, I was not giving you not $1. So when I gave you that $1,000, that was a sacrifice. I need that.
Like I said, bro. Now, this is a brother that, I broke bread with. This is a lesson learned. Me personally, in that type of position where I'm asking a brother to come from Atlanta to New York to help me move to North Carolina, I'm going to pay you. My intentions are to pay you. Even if a brother like, yo, nah, bro, you ain't gotta do that. I'm going to pay you. I get it. We supposed to be brothers and this, that, and the third. I get it. But that's not how I personally would handle that type of situation. But that's me. And if he didn't agree to pay nothing, technically he didn't. Now I played the video earlier of what he said and the wordplay behind it and how the misunderstanding came in. I showed y'all at the beginning at what point of videos that I heard. This is my first time hearing these voice memos 2 months later. Let's go.
That took hours to do. And then to do a 10 to 12 hour drive all the way to North Carolina to relax. So when you say you're exhausted, it's as if though you're saying you're the only a 10 to 12 hour drive truck. Bro, that's crazy. That wasn't what I planned to do. My plan was to leave the truck alone. Everybody take a breather, relax.
I understand, bro, but how are we gonna relax when we don't have a shower, fam? When we just been moving for days. Like, we was on two different pages on that because we was ready to finish the job. One thing about it, the way I work, yeah, it's a lack of communication. But personally, the way I work, I want to get the work done and be done with it. I can't stop until the job is done. I can't mentally relax none of that until it's done, especially after something like that. At least that's how my wife and I was kind of hardwired to just get it done. But people, they do, I understand. Let's go.
That is what you chose to do.
Hold on. Oh, where am I at? All right.
Some sleep. And then perhaps later on, then we can unload the truck together. But you took it upon yourself with your woman to start unpacking the truck by yourself.
That's because we needed to go. We needed to go. We needed to get a room. We needed to rest. I don't understand why this brother don't understand that part. Where was we going to relax? Y'all were just moving in. There was no furniture there yet. Like, we haven't had a shower in days, fam. Like, where were we going to relax? We needed to get the job done so we can go and relax. There's no way we could have relaxed. Let's go.
She have to deal with the children. And she have to make sure that I'm good. So all of that level of your text message basically trying to say I owe you. And I'm like, bro, I was not giving you not $1. And yet you're not thankful?
Hold on, what? I was not giving you $1, yet you're not thankful. What?
Basically trying to say I owe you. And I'm like, bro, I was not giving you not $1. And yet you're not thankful?
I don't understand that.
What do you think this is?
I was not. Oh, okay, I get it. So he's saying I gave you 1,000 and I wasn't planning on giving you anything and you wasn't thankful. Well, that's because there was a misunderstanding where I thought you were going to give more based on one of these voice memos. That's all. Misunderstanding.
Yes, is all at play. But the whole time you were thinking about yourself and money. You're supposed to be a brother. I'm looking at the situation from the context of a brother is coming through to support another brother. If you call me and say you moving and I say, hey,
hold on, I've already been here.
Like, I don't understand. It kind of goes back to how people just keep looking at me as though I got this and I got that. Fam, I work hard. I know how to budget. I know how to save. I know.
And so do I.
How to budget. And I make the right decisions to get the right result. But for some reason, people don't see that. Y'all came to the place where I'm at, where I was at. Y'all came to the hood, to the projects.
All right.
That's where I was at. I was. Even in the truck, I asked you about the gas situation. Now, of course, we rented the truck. Obviously, gas got to be bought. Okay. You said you had to go pick up gas. I asked how much is the gas because I wanted to make sure that the gas is paid. And the first thing you sent was a bunch of receipts. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, you tallying up receipts of how much this costs, how much that costs.
Man, the receipts was for the gas. Yo, what are you talking about, fam? You asked for the receipts. You asked for the gas, and I sent you the receipts to the gas. That's what I sent you. Yo, what is going on? You asked for the receipts for the gas. I sent you the receipts. Was I supposed to get the gas? Was I supposed to pay for the bro? Man, what's going on here, bro? Hold on.
Though I got this and I got that. Fam, I work hard. I know how to budget. I know how to save. I know how to budget. And I make the right decisions to get the right result. But for some reason, people don't see that. Y'all came to the place where I'm at, where I was at. Y'all came to the hood, to the projects. That's where I was at.
Hold on.
And it's like, okay, I get it. All right, he wants me to pay for every single thing. All right, cool. Here's the $300. There's the gas money.
Oh, I'm talking about, okay. Yes. The gas that he's talking about is the gas for the yeah, that's the gas for the U-Haul. $300 is the gas for the U-Haul. Because the gas going home for the rental car was only $90. So let me get this right. You mad that you had to pay for the gas in the U-Haul truck, bro? It costs $300 to bring. Yo, this is wild. Hold on, bro. What am I hearing right now?
So in my mind, I'm like, damn, you tallying up receipts of how much this costs, how much that costs. And it's like, okay, I get it.
That's the gas for the U-Haul truck, bro.
All right, he wants me to pay for every single thing. All right, cool. Here's the $300.
That's how much the gas costs to get from New York to North Carolina in a U-Haul truck. Am I missing something here, y'all? Yo, am I missing something right now with this gas situation? Y'all let me know. Am I tripping right now? Was I supposed to pay for the gas in the U-Haul truck? Now y'all see why I sent this man a message that said misunderstanding and sent some money back. Are you beginning to see why I didn't listen to all of this? Yeah, was I supposed to gas up the U-Haul? I don't understand that. If I have receipts, the reason I have the receipts to show you that I'm not scamming, that's how much gas costs, bro. That's wild, fam. This is a wild memo right here, bro. This is wild.
You tallying up receipts of how much this costs.
Hold up.
About the gas situation. Now, of course, we rented the truck. Obviously, gas got to be bought.
Yes, obviously.
Okay. You said you had to go pick up gas. I asked how much is the gas because I wanted to make sure that the gas is paid.
Well, I have to go to the gas station first and get the receipt.
And the first thing you sent was a bunch of receipts.
I ain't sent them, but I sent the receipts for the gas.
So in my mind, I'm like, damn.
And I actually remember I remember sending him photos and handing them the receipts in case he needs it for tax purposes. I remember screenshotting, sending him the gas receipts, as well as handing them to him like, yo, if you need these for taxes, here you go. Somebody said open the link. Well, I'm opening the link. All right. Why not, bro? Why not? Just come in here respectful.
You tallying up receipts of how much this costs, how much that costs, and it's like, okay, I get it. All right, he wants me to pay for every single thing. All right, cool. Here's the $300. There's the gas money. You know what I mean? It's those type of little things that it's interesting, because when I text regarding the gas, you responded right away. You responded. But when I text about other things regarding the trip, you were not responding. And it felt as if though you guys disappeared, went ghosts, or was like, well, I don't want to be texting this dude. You know, he bugging. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you owe me something, or, well, how come he ain't put no money in my hand? And it kind of made me feel like you and your woman talking about us dirty behind our back. And that's how I feel. I really feel that way right now. I really feel that y'all busy talking nasty about us right now. And guess what?
Wow.
I have no proof of that, but that's how I feel. And I got to let you know that. Because up to now.
Wow. Wow. I'm amazed. I am amazed. So let me get this right. I'm very disappointed. So let me get this right, because we missed some text messages while traveling after, I don't know, traveling for what, 5-6 hours? At what point was these text messages and phone calls coming in? 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours? Yo, what's up with these accusations, bro? And this is based on because I might have missed the text message, but I was able to send receipts for gas. Yo, bro. Man, I don't even know where you going at with that. Yeah, man. Yo, I'm not going out my way helping nobody, bro. I'm good. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. Unless we got some kind of contract. At this age, I'm sorry, I gotta be about my business. At this age, I'm sorry, bro. It's too complicated. It seems just to be too complicated just connecting with certain people. And that's just wild right there. So this man never thought once, maybe they just trying to get from point A to point B. Maybe the brother is driving. Maybe they trying to get the job done. But you resort to you talking about me dirty. Y'all talking about me dirty. Like, what are you talking about, fam? Anyway, bro, let's go.
I was not living in the life of luxury. See, decisions to get the right result. But for some reason, people don't see that.
Hold on.
Then in the truck, I asked you about the gas situation. Now, of course, we rented the truck. Obviously, gas got to be bought. Okay. You said you had to go pick up gas. I asked how much is the gas because I wanted to make sure that the gas is paid. And the first thing you sent was a bunch of receipts. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, you tallying up receipts of how much this costs, how much that costs.
Yo, that's wild.
And it's like, okay, I get it. All right, he wants me to pay for every single thing. All right, cool. Here's the $300. There's the gas money. You know what I mean? It's those type of little things that it's interesting because when I text regarding the gas, you responded right away. You responded. But when I text about other things regarding the trip, you were not responding.
I'm about to look through my text messages. That's what I'm about to do. I told you I'm gonna be thorough with this, man. And I'm gonna hear the whole conclusion of the matter. I don't even remember what was being texted at that time. I see. Okay, I see. Let me see. All right, so the brother was a little bit behind us dealing with a personal matter. So we left a little bit earlier. So I said, no problem. Totally understand. Take your time. We figure out what I said, we figure we would get on the road because we have to drive a bit slower, but everything is cool. We got gas headed to the freeway and there's absolutely no movement in the back of the truck. I will get your possessions there safe and sound. Address sent. We on the road. Address in case you need it. Yo, I see you. This was at 9:56 p.m. I didn't see this message. We at the Maryland rest stop. We at Hardee's near NC. I didn't see none of these messages. And I said, finally, I respond, we about 3.5 hours away. He sent a picture of his coordinates with a welcome to North Carolina sign. He said, we at the rest stop. I said, cool. We 2.5 hours away, but we got one more gas stop. How much gas you need? Then I send him the stack of receipts. He sends the 300 Cash App. I said, just got it. And it looks like he takes a picture of his dash. Oh no, this is another picture that I sent later. Okay. No, that was it. That was the communication text wise. So there was a let me see. There was some hours difference, and it looked like it was towards the late night, early morning hours. More than likely, we were at a stop knocked out because as you hear from the text messages, even though we were ahead of them, they got there before us because we probably stopped and was asleep somewhere. So yeah. Anyway, let's go.
Y'all came to the place where I'm at. And it felt as if though you guys disappeared, went ghosts, or was like, well, I don't want to be texting this dude. You know, he bugging. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you owe me something, or, well, how come he ain't put no money in my hand? And it kind of made me feel like you and your woman talking about us dirty behind our back. And that's how I feel. I really feel that way right now. I really feel that y'all busy talking nasty about us right now. And guess what? I have no proof of that, but that's how I feel, and I got to let you know that.
You know, one thing I realize about this brother right here, he makes a lot of assumptions, and he speculates a lot, and then he believes it, and it's like, bro, that's not intuition. That's not intuition, fam. I'm just being 100 with you. That's speculation and that's accusation. But I'm also glad that you said this, even though I didn't. This is my first time hearing these messages. I'm also glad that you're man enough to say, yo, I think this is happening. That's a good thing. But bro, it don't make it facts. Just like some of the accusations you do online, that don't make it a fact because you think you have some kind of gut feeling or whatever the case is, bro. I know what reason this doesn't even make sense because we know where our mishap is at, and the misunderstanding that I would get thus amount of dollars. You never really said that. What you said was something different. So why would we, let me ask you this, why would we, if we were talking about you, why would we do that on a ride up there? Why not the ride back? Why not the ride back? Why not the ride back? Like, yo, he said this and said that, and he didn't do this and do that. Why I don't understand why the ride up there. And I ain't saying that something like that happened on the ride back, because it didn't. I didn't get mad until I got these voice memos. I didn't get upset until these voice memos came. Somebody said the gas money created the issue. Nah, man. No, he really thought like because we were driving or whatever the case is, that something was going array. Something was in the mist or whatever the case is. Yeah, that's another good point. Why would we come up there in the first place if y'all felt that way? That makes sense. Man, anyway, I ain't gonna too much entertain that. Let's go.
Even in the truck, I asked you because up to now, she ain't text back my wife, and my wife is salty about that. She don't like that type of stuff because she embraced your woman as a sister, and was nice and very nice to her as of that entire time. So the courtesy of let me respond to Ringo's wife is not there. That's a major red flag of disrespect, because when somebody reach out to you to find out if you got home safe and you don't even respond to them, how do they take you serious? Because if she's representing you, then that falls on you, because that's no different than if your woman texts my wife to ask her if she got home safe and she didn't even respond to your wife. That makes me look bad.
Oh man. So again, I look back at the dates. Okay, so hold on. Let me go back in my text messages. Let me see these dates of the text message. Wow. So that was June 1st when we were traveling. So those text messages came in while we were driving back, or while we might not even have made it back. We might not, I'm just saying, we might not even have made it back at that point. So what I did after I heard, now I've heard this sentiment earlier in Ringo's stream. And so I asked my wife, I was like, yo, did you see how easy this stuff can be cleared up? So I said, yo, I was like, babe, did Ringo's wife ever text you? And she was like, you know what? Yeah, I think she did, but I got it so late. Yeah, you were already back online. Everything was everything. I just got it so late. So what I gathered from that is that we were traveling back when those messages came. We didn't make it back. If she sent that message around, and I'm guessing it would have been June 2nd, because that's when this voice memo is up here. These voice memos are June 2nd. So she probably didn't get it. We probably didn't even get it back home yet. What y'all think, man? Y'all think we were being rude or something? See, I'm trying to be fair. Do you think this is a trespass? I mean, I'm just trying to make sure I ain't being rude or I'm being fair about it. Like, we were literally still traveling. I don't think we made it back home, because I'm looking at when he posted this video. We were traveling. It wasn't like, I don't know, bro. My wife actually, she's not one of those women that's in her phone a lot either. Not at all. She's not in her phone a lot at all. Yeah, I mean, that could have been anything right there, because that's literally when he said that message came, we were traveling back. I mean, things happen, bro.
Up to now, she ain't text back my wife, and my wife is salty about that. She don't like that type of stuff, because she embraced your woman as a sister, and was nice and very nice to her as of that entire time. So the courtesy of, let me respond to Ringo's wife, is not there. That's a major red flag of disrespect, because when somebody reach out to you to find out if you got home safe and you don't even respond to them, how do they take you serious? Because if she's representing you, then that falls on you, because that's no different than if your woman texts my wife to ask her if she got home safe and she didn't even respond to your wife.
Now let me ask y'all this. While y'all listening to these voice memos, could you see why it would have been more beneficial to have a conversation on the phone? Question, y'all. Could you see why this would have been more of a beneficial? Because there's so many voice memos at this point. I wouldn't have known how to respond back through voice memo. It'd have been too much to even keep. It'd have been too much for me even to address. This is literally a phone conversation. And I know bro was over there like, well, if he wouldn't listen to the voice memos, he would hang up on me on the phone. That's not true. But who wants to be forced to listen to inaccuracies when you could just, instead of just making all these assumptions, if we talk on the phone, it's solved just like that. And yeah, exactly. It felt like, even through the first 4 or 5 voice memos, it felt like a YouTube video. That's what it felt like. That's why I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, yo, what is this? This feels like a YouTube video, bro. yo, just hit me up. That's what I felt. Although, again, I'm admitting where I'm wrong at. Where I'm wrong is I should have still listened to every voice memo like I'm doing now. I know it's a bit late for me to be doing this, but I'm doing it because I'm trying to follow the scriptures. I'm trying to follow what this word is saying. In Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to go to war with bro. I'm not trying to. I know he think this is about warfare and he think this is a whole battle. It ain't even like that, man. I just want to make sure that I'm not in the wrong and I didn't do nothing. I'm not living unrepentant for something because I trespassed against a brother. And so far, I do see my trespass. I do see where the issue is at. But some of this stuff that I'm hearing in these voice memos, bruh, it's I'm just not. I'm not feeling this, bro. I'm not liking what I'm hearing here. For real. Because it's just not accurate. This is something a phone call could have resolved. Anyway, let's go.
That makes me look bad. So I'm looking at all these different things and it don't look right. It don't feel good because now it put me in a position where I would never ask you for help again. And I'm just being straight. I would never ask you for help ever again regarding anything at the magnitude of what it was, because.
So basically the brother saying he would never ask me for help again. And based on not answering the phone, based on, mixed text messages. I guess he had an issue with me sending him a gas receipt, get the gas receipts. And also he made it feel like I shook him down for some money in his front yard because I was like, yo, what you owe me, I'm gonna need that. And in actuality, that was a misunderstanding because in previous messages, you know what I'm saying, he said something else that sounded like he was offering me money. So I was wrong on that. I was wrong on that. And for people saying, he's a user, no, that's not true. I would, again, let me put it this way. If it was me in this situation, I would pay the person. I would pay the person. And for the sister, a brother said this could be worked out. It can't be worked out. Because I personally believe that, and it's just my personal beliefs, it's not about working it out. It's about me getting right with the Most High, making sure that I'm not in error. And that's the reason I'm doing this, hearing the whole conclusion. And I don't seek to reconcile with the brother. And the reason being is because it seems like that man makes too many assumptions. And that's just not the type of energy I want to be around. Like I'm good. He don't trust people. I get it. I just not a brother that we can really. Somebody say you were being too nice. I don't know, man. I think it's just a misunderstanding. Let's go.
It's like, damn, on my birthday, bro. On my birthday? Really? On my birthday? That's what I get. And it's crazy because I'm like, damn, I didn't even get to have a barbecue. I didn't get to do anything. Why? Because everybody's tired.
Bro, you got to move into a new home. Bro, you got to be grateful, bro. Come on, man. Imagine getting this. If I heard this voice memo the day after helping his brother move, I do think I'd have been pissed. I'm pretty sure I'd have been like, man, what the fuck? What are you talking about, bro? I think I'd have been a little bit thrown off. I'd have been a little bit thrown. Yeah, you moving into your new house on your birthday, bro. Be grateful, fam. I understand that the situation wasn't easy to deal with, but man, you got to be grateful, man.
But you made it seem as though you're exhausted, and I guess we're not.
Never said that. He said you make it seem like you're exhausted and we're not. Bro, where are you getting that? The only reason I brung up us being exhausted is because what I was trying to say to you was, yo, this is why we're gonna get a room and stay, because we're too exhausted to drive back. Pretty much. That was the only time I brung up being exhausted. Anyway, let's go.
No, we're all exhausted because we all worked. But remember, you chose to unpack that truck. You chose to do that. Nobody said, hey, you go do that by yourself. That's what
Yes, we were ready to go, bro. We were tired.
you chose to do. I'm not lifting up a bunch of stuff after already doing that a few hours ago and endured an entire drive and got no sleep. No.
But see, you're at home already. My wife and I haven't had a shower, fam, in days. She's pregnant. She's exhausted. Do you see how, bro, I want you to really comprehend. I want you to really, really comprehend. Look, somebody sending me attachments and all that. What's going on with y'all? I want you to really comprehend empathy. You haven't had your furniture yet. You just got there. Now, Ringo, when I call you selfish and self-centered, this is what I'm talking about, fam. This is what I'm talking about being selfish, bro. It's two sides to a story. Maybe we wanted to get the job done. We didn't want to wait around. Where were we going to rest at? Where were we going to rest at? Where were we going to have, bro, we wanted to, yo, my wife was like, yo, let's get this done. I need to shower. I need to get home. I need to get to a room. We need to rest. I felt the same way. I was exhausted. Drove all night. I'm like, yo, we got to get this done. So for you to say, I wasn't lifting this and I wasn't doing that, I wasn't doing this and doing that, yo, me and my wife was ready to go, fam. So obviously there may have been some frustration there, like, yo, we ready to leave, bro. We're tired. I just don't understand why you don't see that. Not saying that you and your wife wasn't tired, wasn't exhausted. I'm sure you were. Matter of fact, y'all were packing up before we got there for days. Along with dealing with moving, along with dealing with the children. We understand that you were tired, bro. But we had to get that truck unloaded because we needed a place to go rest. We couldn't draw the process out. We had to finish it.
You chose to do that. Nobody said, hey, you go do that by yourself. That's what you chose to do. I'm not lifting up a bunch of stuff after already doing that a few hours ago and endured an entire drive and got no sleep. No, I'm not doing that. You chose to do that. You know what I mean? You told me that your woman is pregnant. You told me that. So why would you make a pregnant woman lift things up?
I did not. Let me clear this up. I did not make a pregnant woman lift things up. We had no choice, sir. We needed to go. She came to me. She came to me like, babe, I'm finna help. Let's get it. She was like, I'm like, babe, and I was mad. I'm like, nah, babe, let me do it. I was trying to do it by myself. I can't tell her. My wife is strong. She's a strong woman. She's not gonna just not help. That's her character. This is how she move. She's seen that. She can probably clearly see, not even probably, she can see that, all right, this brother's out here cutting grass. I'm ready to go. And so am I. Matter of fact, before the women came back from going to get something to eat, I said, bro, you know they'd be back in a few minutes. I was confused to why you were cutting grass when we were trying to hurry up and get this done. I'm like, why is this brother cutting grass right now? Like, can't the grass wait so we can get some rest? We can get this done and get rest. So we were just on two different pages, fam. How many of y'all understand where I'm coming from with this situation? Now I understand my mistake. I do, and I've admitted it, and I said where he was right. But can people see where I'm coming from with this? Or am I being unreasonable here? I'm trying to get it. Now I understand, as he said, his wife drove that ride. Well, I drove on the way up. So, in honesty, respectfully, Ringo, bro, you would have had more time to rest than anybody. Respectfully. Because if you was in the car resting, you wasn't driving, you had more time to rest. Man, I don't know, man. It is what it is. Let's go.
Why? Why would she do that? That's your responsibility, not mine. Listen, my wife would not be lifting up anything if she's pregnant. That's what a man's supposed to be doing.
Man, you got to be kidding me, bro. Yo, the level of disrespect.
Not a pregnant woman. So all of those little things I'm looking at and I'm saying, like, come on. You brought your woman with you. I didn't ask for her to join. That's
wow. Wow. Yeah, this would have pissed me off, bro. Wow. So when I talked about my wife coming, because I had just got off the road and I had just left her when I went to North Carolina, just got back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had to already decide you was done with me when you sent this BS, bro. So let me get this right, Ringo. You thought this shit was respectful? Yo, bro, you really thought this was some respectful way to approach me, bro? Instead of calling, this is what you sent me voice memos of? You think this is respectful? Yo, this is disrespectful, bro. Your tone, what you're saying is all wrong, bro. For somebody who just helped you, regardless of the situation, regardless of the fact that, all right, it might have been a misunderstanding when I was asking about some money, whatever. I even admitted that, bro. I'm going straight down the middle with this. But these messages, you tweaking, bro. Like you literally on one. And anybody with any discernment can hear that you ain't in the right spirit with this. And for me to send you a message back to say misunderstanding, that should have been good enough. Because when you sent this right here, you had no intentions. You had no intentions at all of any reconciliation when you talking like this, bro. Because the crazy part of it is, yeah, I might have made a misunderstanding when I asked for this amount of dollars or whatever, but you sent me that. When we were face to face, you sent me that. And now you want to hop on voice memos and disrespect me and my wife? Are you crazy? And I'm telling you, this is the first time I'm hearing this. And yes, you're being disrespectful, man. Wow. Wow. I didn't ask her to come. Even though I told you, bro, yeah, if you want my help, bro, yeah, I just left from out of town. Matter of fact, the North Carolina trip, and I left her at home. But this one, yeah, she gonna come along. She gonna ride along, and I'm glad she did ride along because, bro, she helped me. She helped me to stay up driving. That's a lot of driving. Initially, to be honest with you, we thought everything was gonna be packed and ready when we got there. Like you said in your early voice memos, I was hiring you just to drive. I thought for a minute we just gonna drive the truck. When we touched down and we seen you getting the truck to pack it, I didn't even expect that. I thought literally the truck was gonna be packed. So I'm thinking if I need help driving that long drive, she can take over. She wanted to help with that. And you're gonna question my manhood because we wanted to hurry up and get that truck unloaded, bro. That's wrong, fam. That's real foul stuff right there, bro. This is why when I say if a person don't respect your time, they don't respect you. Yo, this is foul, bro. This is not how you talk to no brother in the inbox. If it was a misunderstanding, you should have hit me up, chopped it up. Instead, you made all these assumptions that aren't true, and then you came off mad disrespectful.
Those little things I'm looking at, and I'm saying, like, come on. You brought your woman with you. I didn't ask for her to join.
But I told you my woman was coming with me. You didn't say, bro, I can only provide this for one person. You didn't say that. You act like I just brung her and she just popped up. This brother act like I just sprung her along on a ride and, oh, who's this? She just popped out of nowhere. No, you knew that she was coming. You should have said, no, bro, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to, I ain't gonna provide for two people or whatever the case is. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I ain't gonna be able to make it on this one. I just came back from a trip. She been here for a couple weeks on her own. And, I got to link up with her, spend some time with her. I'm just getting back home, fam. So, yeah, I got to spend some time with the wife. That's what my answer would have been, regardless what money was involved. Man, that's crazy, bro. Real disrespectful, bro.
That's what you wanted to do. I asked you for help, but you decided to bring your woman. So now check
So when I brung this up, why do you even say it was an issue then?
this out, fam. If you decide you bring in your woman, you responsible for your woman, not me. That's
What? Let me ask you this, bro. What money did I ask for you to give my woman? What extra expenses did my woman cost? Do you hear this nigga shit here? What extra expense did she cost? If you're gonna get a hotel, we're gonna go in one hotel room. What the fuck? What are you talking about, bruh? Do y'all hear this? So let me get this right. All my wife did was help, and you got the nerve to say, well, I didn't tell you to bring. If it wasn't for her, bro, I wouldn't have been able to help you, bro. This is unexcusable, bro. This is unexcusable, man. This is my first time listening to this. I'm being fair about everything, but bro, this is crazy. This is preposterous, sir. Listen, y'all, this is wild.
brought your woman with you. I didn't ask for her to join. That
But I told you my wife was coming, and I told you the reason why. You didn't say anything about that. She didn't cost any extra expenses. And that's why I went through great lengths to save money on plane tickets. That's why I went through great lengths to have that.
that's what
Hold on.
I'm saying. Like, come on. You brought your woman with you. I didn't ask for her to join. That's what you wanted to do.
But you didn't say nothing against it. Now he's saying I would be responsible, and I was responsible for it. But if she's helping in this situation, she's helping. Her plane ticket shouldn't be an issue. If it was an issue, it should have been an issue at the gate. If her getting her a plane ticket, because that's the only thing you provided, and it was a cheap ticket. The plane ticket wasn't much. That's just like, for instance, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I hired security for my event. Brothers I know. Right? I want y'all to hear this example here. My security, I gave him thus amount of dollars, and guess what he did? Spread it to the clique to make sure that they good. Why? Because sometimes you need somebody to help support you. And I'm glad that she was there. Man, that's crazy, bro. If you had a problem with that, you should have set it off the gate. It's like, yo, fam, hey, I know you want to bring your wife because you haven't been home. But you should have been like, yo, I ain't going to be able to do that. I ain't going to be able to cover the extra fee. Like, far as her plane ticket, if you want to bring her, whatever, that's communication. And I'd have been like, nah, bro, I can't do that. Because I spent thus amount of dollars. I done that. I done this. I can't do that right now. Or if you have an issue with her going, I'm nipping that in the bud immediately. Like, nah, I ain't going to be able to make it.
I asked you for help, but you decided to bring your woman. So now check this out, fam. If you decide you bring in your woman, you responsible for your woman, not me. That's your responsibility. If I reach out to you for help, it's you I'm looking for. So if you bring your woman any expense regarding her, that's your responsibility.
What response? Bro, only thing this brother did was pay for plane tickets. And my thing is, if it was an issue, it should have been talked about immediately. And see, that's what I'm talking about. It'd be an offense like, yo, hey fam, I'm asking you to do this. And I'm saying, yo, my wife coming along, so and so. Okay, cool. Yo, I noticed you sent me a receipt for both plane tickets. I'm trying to remember if I even sent him the receipt for both plane tickets, because I don't know. I'm sure he got the receipts. But I don't remember did I send him a plane, because that would be the only expense. But I think I paid that back when I gave you some money back and said misunderstanding. I mean, damn. If I sent you a Cash App back with money, said misunderstanding, that means I paid you back for her plane ticket. Because them tickets wasn't that much. I got a good deal on them tickets. But if that was an issue, it should have been talked about. And that's the only expense that you would have. That's the only expense right there. You act like the work that she did, the price of her work and her labor didn't mean shit. That's literally how this man is talking. Like, she wasn't help. When there's work being done, this is why I'm saying, when there's work being done, I pay people, bro. Anytime there's work being done, I make sure I pay people for this reason right here. Because people don't value your time. They don't value your efforts. That's wild, man.
Not me. I did not hire you as a man or laborer. I contacted you as a friend. And in return, you're treating me as if though I owe you something. So now it got me feeling some type of way, because I'm like, listen.
Damn, yo, it's a lot of voice memos, bro. It's a lot of voice memos.
This particular situation.
Shit. Hold on, where am I at?
Even in the truck, I asked you.
Hold on.
About the gas. So I'm looking at all these different things. Now, of course, and it don't look right. It don't feel good. But remember, you chose to unpack that. So all of those little things I'm looking at, and I'm saying, like, so now it got me feeling some type of way. So what that does, it speaks volumes to where your heart is right now. Is your heart focused on truth? Or are you being fake? Are you motivated to help another brother from the heart? Or are you motivated by money?
So that's the conclusion he drawn off of misunderstanding. So that's the ultimatum. That's all it can be. Not that maybe, New Breed might have misunderstood what I said I was going to pay. No, he's not in the truth, or your motive. Do you see how this shit sounds like a YouTube video, bro? Do you see how this sounds like a YouTube video? When all you had to do is hit me up. This is why I said, yo, bruh, this is why I would have preferred a phone call, because this would have been nipped in the bud way different. Yeah, I guess everything is content. I don't think at the time of this situation, I don't think I'd have been able to and I wasn't able to listen to these voice memos. I see why I didn't listen. Bro, this is exhausting. When all it would have took is a phone call. This is exhausting, bro. This is wild. Let's go.
These are things you have to ask yourself. As a man, can you support another brother without thinking about money?
I definitely can. And I have a track record of doing this. I have a track record of also paying people. I have a track record of giving a lot of money. I have a track record to giving, especially to my brothers. I have a track record of helping those get to it.
Because it's sad, man. Like I said, after I read your text message, I was very disappointed. My wife was disappointed. I told my wife, I said, read this. How you feel about this? She got disappointed as soon as she read it. As soon as she read it, she got disappointed because she thought when you came down here to support what we got going. It clearly appeared that you were motivated by money, and that's it.
No, you're wrong. Somebody in the chat said he offered 3,500 and didn't have it. No, that's not what happened. What he did was he used wordplay. Not even that. I'm not going to say he purposely manipulated his speech, but what he said was, instead of paying the white man, I rather put money somewhere towards what I can see. And he named the dollar amount, and I thought incorrectly that dollar amount was for me. So what I did was, in his front yard, I was like, bro, I know you was talking about you and your brother fell out over money. I know that, you got this going on. You just moved, but I'm still going to need that money. And he sent me an amount of money, but he never said, yo, what money? He never said what money. Matter of fact, he did a whole video that I doubt he's gonna put out ever. And if he puts it out, he will not put the whole video out. He's only gonna chop it and screw it. But he has a video that he did on his front yard, like, yo, Breed asked me about his payment, and I said, he's like, the man did the job. And I felt convicted, and it confirmed, like, okay, yeah. This is a fact. I'm not lying. And this was communicated to me. All these voice memos was the day after we got back. We didn't even get settled yet. I don't even know if we made it home yet before these voice memos came. So when I got home, I heard those first two voice memos and I was pissed. I'm like, yo, I just helped this man move. What is he talking about? And I was definitely not going to listen to all these voice memos.
Clearly. And on top of that, you're trying to make it seem as if though I owe you something.
And again, I'm explaining what that is. But he didn't tell me that he didn't owe me nothing in the front yard. Let's go.
When you have totally misunderstood what your purpose was. Your purpose was to be supportive of another brother. When I contacted you, I could have contacted my cousin. He would have did that.
Well, if your cousin was in New York, If your cousin was in New York and he would have did that, that would have made way more sense to contact your cousin than have me and my wife come from Atlanta to New York. Am I on to something, y'all? Let me bring Richard Love in for a second. What's up, Richie?
How's it going, man?
Man, do I got a point, Richie, man? Wouldn't it have been better look he just got his cousin if this is the case?
Yeah, he know his cousin would have wanted that bread, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, listen, I know you've been tuning in, you've been tapped in the background, bro, and I value the thoughts of the listeners and the audience, bro. Am I going down the middle with this, or am I tripping, bro?
I think you trying to, you trying to weave out all your wrongs and basically weave out all your wrongs and you just trying to take accountability of shit, man. Sorry for cursing, bro.
No, you good, bro.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
see if you was the culprit for this nonsense what is going on.
right, right. I think self autonomy is very important in these situations, because
Yeah.
we ain't above reproach, and I'm not a prideful person, and
Hmm.
we shouldn't be that way. And so
Yeah.
I'm trying to hear the whole conclusion of the matter. It's my first time hearing these voice memos. I hate that I have to do this publicly, but I don't like all the threats that I keep getting.
Hmm.
I don't like the threats, and if I'm wrong, I don't mind admitting that I'm wrong, but I don't like when people use intimidation tactics. It's like, all right, if you want to bait me in, all right, I caught the bait. Let me go out and react publicly, because at the end of the day, hey, this is how we moving. Brother
Yeah.
made videos talking about I was crying and all this other stuff when really I really heartfelt was hurt by the situation and didn't understand the situation, because I felt like I was really just looking out. But at the same time, I thought I was told that I would get paid a certain amount of money. Anybody, let me ask you this, Rich. With
What's up?
any, I'm talking about some of your day ones.
Hmm.
Would you go from Atlanta to New York to North Carolina? Do you have any day ones like that? Any of them? Now, no, there's no wrong answer that you would do that for.
The
No
thing
wrong answer.
is, in my situation, I really don't have nobody that I'll do that for except my mother or my sister. But due to
And
the
right now,
fact
let me
the
ask you
time,
this: how
okay,
long have you known your mother and sister? Your whole life, right?
my whole life, yeah.
Exactly. I've met Ringo one time. That would have been the second time. The first time I met him, I broke bread with him. So it's fair that let me see if this brother reciprocates the same energy. If I'm doing him a favor, doing him a solid, will he break bread with me?
Hmm.
Because sometimes people take advantage of your kindness and things will be
Exactly.
one-sided, and I have to test that, like, yo, I break bread with you, you break bread with me, right? you know
Hmm.
and it's a brother that I'm trying to get to know and see if the brother can help us with work and business and everything like that. But for something like that, having a good business relationship is important, and it just didn't work out. But yeah, I'm gonna let you
Absolutely.
share your sentiments, and I'm gonna keep the link shared too for anybody else. I'm gonna react to the rest of this. Don't worry, I'm gonna react to the rest of it. But
Well, my thoughts on the situation is basically, you know, he should have just gave you a phone call about it, man. That's it, man. All of this stuff, I think, is for it was a calculated move for more clicks and views. You know,
mm,
that's what I believe. You know,
I can read that, because I think the brother, based on these messages, he had pretty much made up his mind that, yeah, I ain't rocking with you no more. So
he
yep,
trying to get some switch siders because
right,
you bought his channel out.
man.
You're the reason I subscribed to Ringo TV. I unsubscribe now, but you know, you're the
Right,
reason
right.
for that because all the time he in the chat, in your chat, he's sending you cash apps or whatever he was doing, and you always said subscribe to the brother. I believe this situation and the Floridian Rollo situation, it kind of was the same shit, bro. You
Mm,
know, so that goes to show you, you're cool with somebody one day, and the next day it's like they forget about everything. You know what I mean? So
right, right.
that's why me as a trucker, bro, I stay to myself, man. I have a lot of things going on, you know. Um, Recently my family just passed down generation from generation. We have land in Alabama,
Oh,
you
nice,
know.
man. Hey,
So
man,
we
you gotta tap in with us, bro. Like, we gotta get that land developed, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, like I don't mind, bro, but the thing is when I just saw y'all two fall out, that makes me hesitate to do any business with anybody.
Man, I get it. I get it. And
You know?
but I will say this, man. I got some upstanding business relationships with a lot of brothers, man, and things are cohesive. Things are what they supposed to be. So, it is what it is. But man, thank you for sharing, bro. I'm trying to get through all these voice memos. So some of y'all
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
background will get to y'all. But thank you for chiming in, fam. I appreciate it.
Anytime, man. I have to get off though, cause I gotta get ready to pick up my load in the field, so I gotta get
Okay.
situated and stuff. All right.
All right. All
But
right. Bless
thanks,
you, bro.
man.
All right.
Blessings, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, snap. Hold up. I think I hit the wrong button there. Hold up.
And he wouldn't ask for no hotel or nothing. He'd be like, yo, I'll just stay by your house right there. I don't care. As long as I got some food, I'm good to go. But we covered your flight, and which is another thing, another issue, because normally flights are round trip. So now I'm hearing that the flight wasn't round trip. So now that brings in another problem.
Bro, that brings in another problem. There was a reason why that flight wasn't round trip. If you remember properly, sir, you had to reschedule your flight. We had to reschedule the timing. I was only able to get the flights that were available, sir. Bruh. And these are things that was explained already. And I couldn't find a round trip ticket for as low as we got that rental car and hotel. The tickets were mad expensive to get from. That's crazy because I explained this to this man. The tickets was mad expensive just to get from North Carolina to Atlanta. It was cheaper, bro. I was saving you money, bro. If you was covering travel, the reason why it wasn't a round trip ticket because I was saving you money. But I already told you this.
Because I'm like, listen, I would never ask you for help again because I don't like that type of nonsense. If you,
Hold up.
like, come on, you brought your woman with you. I didn't ask for her.
Hold on. I'm too. Where I'm at.
And it come to find out it wasn't so. Why? Because if the flight isn't one way, I mean, round trip, then that means that's more money.
No, you're wrong. How the hell could it be round trip when we're leaving from a different state? Oh, man. How many of y'all understand traveling? How the hell we gonna have a one-way trip ticket when we going from Atlanta to New York to North Carolina back to Atlanta? Is that even physically possible, y'all? I'm going to say this again. We're going from Atlanta to New York. How the hell I'm going to get a round trip ticket? I'm not flying back from New York. I'm going to North Carolina, and then I'm going back to Atlanta. It's an impossibility to get a round trip ticket in that circumstance. All right. I explained that.
I'm trying to save money.
And that's what I did. Literally saved this man money. These are the things that I discussed with this man. Like, yo, you know, I would have got this ticket. I would have got a plane ticket to go back, but the plane tickets was mad high on that weekend. We literally saved the man around $500-600 just getting a rental car and driving back. That's why we drove. Bro. Yo, brothers be real cheap with their own people, fam. They really do. They really do. I was very respectful of how much finances that had to be spent. Bonnie says, blessings, Bree. You a good one. My husband and I moved from GA to Connecticut in December in a Penske truck. It took us days to recoup. I believe your friend took advantage of the situation. Right. Brainwave says this is insane. New Breed probably isn't even a quarter of the way through the messages also. Right. And when I see all these voice memos, my response was, yo, take this cash app back. Take this take this cash back, bro. Misunderstanding. Now that I'm hearing all of this, I dealt with that situation the right way at the time. Where I did go wrong at was I should have listened to all the messages. No, not at the time. This would have pissed me off even more, bro. But I'm doing it now because we want to hear the conclusion of the matter. This is interesting, but let's go.
The delivery truck originally costed $3,500. That's what they said. We know it was going to be a lie. It was going to cost way more. I don't got that. I got a family to take care of. So when I tally up all the money that was spent during this entire move, it's more than 20 bands. You know what that is? That's my savings.
We don't even need to go there, see?
Being depleted. So
that comes with moving. That comes from with relocation. I mean, I don't like, my issue is, man, my issue is, Ringo, I didn't like how you were just on here threatening me. You said I wanted to bait you into bringing this in the public. Yo, you could have left this alone when I sent you the Cash App saying misunderstand. You could have left me alone, bro. Like, you think I want to be doing this type of stuff, bro? Like, you literally kept messing with me, bro. And all I did was say, yo, bro, misunderstanding. Here, take this back. And the more I listen to these messages, the more I'm like, bro, I didn't respond in a negative way at all. Why couldn't you just let bygones be bygones? Count it as a loss? No, this had to be content for you. Now you want to make a movie on me. Now you want to expose and destroy me. while admitting, this is what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to bring this out, bring that out. So you purposely taunting, messing with me, bothering me when you could have just left me alone, bro. You talking about making a documentary on the man that just you had a misunderstanding with. All that threatening and all that, I don't take kindly to that. Man, let's go.
So the rental for the truck, $2,500. Plus I gave you $1,000. Plus $830 for your flight and whatever else. $300 gas. Then I have my own expenses that I pretty much.
Okay.
That's way more money than what I had planned. How you treat one another is the most important thing.
Hold on.
To spend to move. So now I'm in a situation now where you feel some type of way about money. And anytime you involve money in the middle of anything, it always ends with drama, strife, and well, I ain't talking to you, blah, 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 and all that other nonsense because of money. You see? Again, what is your motivation? Is your motivation money, or is your motivation to make sure you're supportive of what another brother got going? Because money don't mean nothing. Money is to be made. And I made this very clear many times. Relationships is more important than money. Because when you have relationships and you understand what giving your time mean, what dedication mean, and all of that other stuff, it supersedes money. And what happens is, because of those relationships, you're able to reach a level of trust.
And I agree with that. And that's why I say it's a misunderstanding, because I misunderstood what you said. I don't think this should have been ran through the ringer like that. It should have been a phone call, not all these assumptions, not all these accusations, not all these drawn out messages. Nah, I agree that I made a mistake in a sense of I thought he said something he didn't say, and it could have been cleared up. It could have been cleared up very quickly. And 9 times out of 10, I would have sent a greater amount back based on a phone call and be like, oh no, bro, I assume X, Y, and Z based on a voice memo or whatever the case is, and it would have been solved. But let's go. Let's try to get through this.
With individuals that will always remember and be there for you. And during this entire process, I thought you and me was cool. But it appears as if though there were some issues. There was some sort of tension there regarding money. And the whole time I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Something ain't right. But hey, again, when we came down here, my wife stayed in the car the whole time. Did you see my wife go inside the house? No. You know why? She was tired. She was not supposed to come back to unpack a truck. No, that was not the goal. That was not the plan. The plan was for everybody to get out the truck, come inside the house, relax, take a breather, you know what I mean? Get 2-3 hours of some sleep.
Now, I don't understand how he think that was a possibility. The furniture haven't got there. Where would me and my wife needed to, bro, we needed to rest. We were trying to hurry up and unload the truck so we can get rest. And I don't think we need to continue to repeat this. It's very simple. This is trivial stuff right here.
Get something to eat, and then we can unload the truck together. Because that's exactly what we were doing in the beginning. There was no one-sided thing of New Breed was doing all the labor. No, I was laboring too. You know what I mean? We both. Now, you may have heard me talk regarding the moving company and money and what I'm going to do. And, I want to save and this and that. You probably figure, well, maybe I could get that money. Maybe I can, maybe the money he was going to give that company, he'll just give it to me. Well, that would be crazy, because why would I rent out a truck that's going to cost me thousands of dollars and then put $3,500 in your hands? What am I, crazy? I'm not doing that. I'll figure out another way to save money. The whole goal is to save money, not spend money. The whole goal is to save money, not spend more money. Because if this was supposed to be a way of saving.
Well, I think honestly, his cousin would have been a better option. Respectfully. In this circumstance, he said his cousin would have done it. And that's like I said, it ain't too many people that will go out their way to do something like that. Unless you've known them for a long time, or you build a very strong rapport with that individual. And I would say myself and Ringo, we just wasn't on that level, because I broke bread with him, but he's never broke bread with me. I mean, we haven't built a lasting business relationship. So I was more than likely the wrong person to ask to do that. And I've learned a valuable lesson from this. I learned a very valuable lesson from this. Never assume or expect anything unless something is a real contract. It's in paper. The verbal agreement is very clear and concise. And that's where I went wrong in this situation, because respectfully, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that. Yeah, I listen, one thing about the brothers that I build with, we actually had to build business relationships, and then we became brothers. I see how you handle business, I see how you do things, and then that's where the brotherhood comes in. Not saying that Ringo wasn't a brother, but that was my second time knowing him, and I was still trying to fill out how the brother moved, and I misunderstood. I misunderstood what took place. And so what I'm saying is, when I was on the brother front yard, like, hey, fam, that money you owe me, like, you can give me that at any time. Why you ain't just say what money? You didn't have to send me nothing if that wasn't agreed. So it's just a confusing situation. I got this one wrong, and I've learned from it, and I repent for my mistakes there, and I do apologize to the brother for asking for money on the front line when he really didn't agree to give that. See, I'm admitting that I'm wrong on that, but the disrespect and the long drawn out messages and some of the things that's being said, the inaccuracies, the assumptions, the accusing, bro, that's not cool. None of that is cool. And sometimes a phone call goes a long way. Instead of talking at somebody like it's a YouTube video, that's not how this should work.
Given money, why am I stressed out? Why am I even making these audio recordings if everything is good? So obviously it's not good. I want you to consider all these messages. Think about the situation at hand, because again, like I said, I'm never going to ask you again for any help regarding anything in terms of stuff like this, because when money is involved, people change. People change, they start acting strange, and before you know it, people not cool, they're not talking because of money. That's why the Bible says the love of money, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith, and so and so and so, because of the love of money.
Man, and I can get how he drew the conclusion. Yo, New Breed, he just all about money, even the truth. I get it, bro. You probably thought I had ulterior motives, but it's like you never thought, maybe you thought maybe it was a misunderstanding, but that was the right answer, but you went with everything else, but maybe it's a misunderstanding. Somebody said you being mad patient. I got to. And that's what I'm talking about. How do you make up an entire narrative without a single reply? That's why a conversation is warranted. It's like he went down a rabbit hole. It's like he literally went down like all these assumptions, accusations. When really, if he would have just hit me up, it'd have been like, yo, I was a little bit confused because I didn't say you was gonna give me. I ain't say I was gonna give you this, and I'd be like, oh, so you didn't say XYZ? No, bro, I didn't say that. Oh, damn, bro, for real? Because I thought in one of your messages, y'all see how this conversation could have went. Let me show you how the phone call would have went. Ring, ring. Hey, yo, what up, fam? Hey, what up, bro? Hey, can I chop it up with you, bro, real quick? Yeah, what's up? Hey, man, things feeling kind of shady, man. Hey, bro. Yeah, I noticed, man, we was on the front yard, you asked for X amount of dollars, bro. I don't recall saying I was gonna do that. I'm like, what? So, bro, in a voice memo, you ain't say you was gonna get that? Nah, fam, I ain't say that. Oh shit. Yeah, for some reason I assume, man, this. Yo, my bad, bro. Hey, matter of fact, yo, you good right now? Yo, hey, look, I'm gonna shoot you a cash app. Yo, big misunderstanding, bro. You see that? That's how men deal with things. Like literally, I do a lot of business with my brothers, bro. I had to call my brother. You would just like, hey, yo, remember this work, bro? Yo, this didn't happen that way, bro. You think you gonna be able to do that? Yeah, bro, it's gonna cost this. Yo, you know how many conversations like that I had? Oh, my bad, bro. I thought it was gonna be this amount. Oh man, my bad. Let's chop it up. All right, I got you, Pam. Here go to Cash App. Do you know how often that happens, bro? But this is too many feelings and too much um emotion involved, and it's not. It just needed a phone call, man. And then the crazy part is I actually responded the right way without hearing the messages. Me saying, yo, misunderstanding. Yo, that is the best. Yo, how many people thinking me sending some of his cash back? Yo, we can vote on this right now. After hearing what you heard so far, me sending a cash app, y'all can vote, be straight up. Me saying, look, bro, misunderstanding. How many of y'all believe that is the best possible response I could have gave? And if you got other alternatives, how I could have responded, if I listened to all this hypothetically. Somebody said make a poll real quick. How you make a poll on here? Yeah, it's a huge miscommunication. Yeah, I don't think I handled that wrong, bro. Listening to all these messages, I think I handled it very right. All right, let's continue.
Here I am thinking you're laboring out of love, not out of money. You see, big difference. Big difference. It just goes back to P. Diddy Dow. P. Diddy Dow made a video where he was reaching out to the brothers, to come on down the straightway to work and labor. And I was going to make a video. I'm still going to make a video. But then I'm going to have to do the video different now because of this experience. Because those guys came down the straightway to labor. To think about the fact that I cash apped you $1,000 thinking that I did something great, thinking that for however you were feeling, however you were, I don't know what was going on in your mind, but I figured, you know what? Let me give this brother $1,000, man.
And you know what? That's commendable. And I'm gonna say that part that's commendable because honestly, bro, I'm keeping it a buck. He didn't have to do that because he didn't have no written contract. There was no verbal agreement. Now that I'm listening to the voice memos. And that's the part I'm apologizing for. I misunderstood what was said. So I'm going to have to say, bro, my apologies for that. It is what it is. And he didn't have to do that. But all of this other stuff I'm hearing, bro, I totally disagree. And I think this could have been chopped up. This could have been chopped up way better.
I don't want to because I thought that this brother came down here to support. You know what I mean? It ain't like he just came down here for free, you know. But let me put $1,000 in his hand. And even though I did that, that wasn't enough. That was offensive to me because I wasn't giving you anything. I had no intentions on giving you not $1.
See, this is the thing, bro. This is why I pay people. I had no intentions on giving you $1. Like, this is why I pay people, bro. When people work, they want money for their work. Just telling you the truth. Things are expensive. See what I'm saying? I like I said, I'm the type of person, even if a brother doing something out the heart, I'm like, bro, I'm going to pay you something. Like, I just can't, I don't, hey, bro, I don't know. People do things differently. People do things differently. But he didn't have to give me nothing after, listening to the voice memos. It is what it is. And hey, it is what it is.
But I did anyway. And even that was not enough. Because I thought everything was cool when you left. And to get that text message, my wife was disappointed. I was disappointed. And all we were talking about was that situation. The whole night, all we were talking about is that text message and what that means and how we're not asking nobody for any support anymore. Like if I had to move again, I'm gonna have to go through the route of hiring somebody to do the job. Because when you hire people,
I agree. Everything that I do, I hire people. Get the job done, you hire people, it is what it is. Cause I almost feel like, me personally, I would feel like it's damn near disrespectful to ask a brother. Like I would really feel like this is disrespectful. If I call one of my brothers like, yo, hey, I'm about to move to New York. I'm in New York. I'm about to move here and go there. Hey, can you come help me move? And I'm not fitting to pay you nothing. I find that borderline, you know what I'm saying, disrespectful. I wouldn't even ask nobody that. I'd rather just hire somebody. I wouldn't even ask nobody that. Me personally. I just wouldn't do it. Let me see what my man Mike talking about. What's up, Mike? What's up?
What's up, man? I don't know if you know who I am or whatever. But like I've been watching your page, you know what I mean? Um I got the craziest story ever on how I found your YouTube. I was in Atlanta and I saw a man. This gonna sound crazy to you. I saw a man and he was walking and I waved at him, he waved back. And it was a bad situation. I don't want to talk about it on YouTube or whatever, but I went back in the house like I think a couple days later. Like it was like a normal day. I was reading my Bible and I was upstairs. I put this on my life, like on everything I love. This is exactly how I found your page. And I'm reading the Bible and it says, go seek him and you will find him. Now I said, now this gonna sound crazy, but I got up, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna see nobody when I go outside, bro. Like I'm not gonna see nobody when I go outside. I go outside, I open the door, I see a man walking. His face his face resembled a lion. His skin was like your skin color, like of bronze. Literally. This is the craziest story I have of my whole life. He walked and I wanted to ask him straight up, are you Jesus? I wanted to ask him straight up. I said, hey. He said, huh? I said, what's your name? He said, huh? I said, what's your name? He
brother.
literally did this. Yahawashi.
Brother, that's what's up, brother. But you know what I'm saying? We
But
doing yeah,
I don't want to talk about
we
that.
doing a
Like,
certain topic right now.
yeah,
So what I'm doing right now is letting people come in and chime in on what's going
yeah,
on in the material. Because at
yeah.
the end of the day, everything is content nowadays. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I can speak about this too as well.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't have a lot to say, but only the main thing I have to say about it is that like you shouldn't expect somebody to go that far and like not pay them, especially if they got their girl there and then they pregnant and stuff. Like the cutting grass situation, like he should have just helped y'all like just move the stuff before cutting the grass. Um, and also something in my spirit was telling me like not to watch his channel like before any of this. I don't know what it was, but like when I seen like he was out there with you or whatever, you guys were doing a land walk, like something was just telling me just don't just don't do it or whatever. So I took that to the heart, but like I always watch your channel, you know what I mean? I'ma always be back here. I'ma always be in the background, like no cap, like
cool,
every
cool.
trip.
Hey, that's what's up, fam. Thanks for coming on, man. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get through these voice memos though. Thank you, bro.
All right, okay.
All right, peace. All right.
It's gonna get done. And the videos that I made yesterday will never be on YouTube because it's sad. Because in those videos that I made, I thought that while I'm making these videos, that everything is cool. But the whole time I'm recording, you were feeling some type of way regarding money. And I don't know how your woman was feeling, but if she's with you, you have to be talking with her. So obviously you're both feeling the same way. It ain't a one-sided thing.
See, yeah, this is definitely a series of miscommunications because, again, the video he did, he was talking about he felt convicted to pay me. Um, it's a rather strange situation. Um, man, this is one of them situations where I'm willing to leave this alone, bro, because I see what this is. I may even consider doing something just to just get rid of all of this, man. I'm over it. I'm trying to go through the voice memos. I get it. It was a misunderstanding. And see, it's still several more. Still several more. Look, y'all. I'm done with it. I'm taking down all material on this. Uh, and it is what it is. It is what it is. A lot of assumptions, a lot of accusations, a lot of everything when it's really just some misunderstanding. And somebody said, bro, flabbergasted. Yeah, it's like, yo, I'm about ready to just take all this down, bro. I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't want to talk about this no more. Misunderstandings happen. It's just a wild scenario. Yes, communication is very key in these situations. I think that Instagram kind of got in the way with all these voice memos. I think brothers should have phone conversations. Yeah, I'm literally trying to hear the whole matter, going through every voice memo, but it's kind of like exhausting, bro. Let me just keep going, bro.
So I'm gonna pretty much wrap this up. I probably sent 1,000 messages. I got to go take care of some things. I'm still tired. The not texting back makes women really get some type of way, and it makes you not trust people no more. I won't be able to come to you and ask for that type of help because it's not coming from a place, or at least I would know it's not coming from a place of someone supporting from the heart.
Yeah, I see what a misunderstanding is, but this is my thing. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to leave it at that. Bro, my responses, sending cash back saying misunderstanding, bro, I didn't deserve to be gaslit, sneak dissed, harassed, undermined. I didn't deserve that. I don't care. I ain't deserve that, bro. I ain't deserve that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to listen to the whole matter. As you can see, he's pretty much closing out on the voice memos. There's a lot of assumptions, a lot of like he just went down this rabbit hole. And it was like this is wild. Romy Black says dragged you. Who dragged? What are you talking about? At the end of the day, I'm gonna admit that I'm gonna admit my fault. I seen where I went wrong in this, and I hope the brother can forgive me for my mistake in this situation. And I do hold myself accountable for what I did wrong. And what happened was a misunderstanding. And I think that I'm very correct about my response. Because based on these series of voice memos, there was more than likely not going to be no type of no real building going on, no brotherhood. Based on all these messages I'm hearing, there would have been no type of reconciliation like that. And me sending some of the cash back was a token of good faith, saying that, yo, misunderstanding. I think he should have just took his separate way without like doing what he did. I understand if you may have felt offended in a situation, but if I'm cash apping you money back saying misunderstanding, bro, you should have left me alone, bro. Like you should have just left it alone. I didn't do you no dirt after that. I'm saying it's a misunderstanding. I sent you the money back. Like what more can I do? But I get it. Let the content go. Hey man, yeah, the community is still proceeding. We doing what we doing. Regardless who involved. If I'm not involved with the community, that community is still gonna grow. Because it's destined. No matter who involved, that community is gonna be successful. But thank y'all, man. I'm about to chill out. This usually the hours I'm working on music, but man, y'all have a blessed one, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace and blessings.